roll to the mo. Rad B.I.D. keeps the fattest bag of green. All the ladies love me, all the hoes are throwing jeans. Why? I never let they cups get empty. Always feel with the Remy or Penny. Dog, Indian style, legs crossed, and some thick fog, slimming from 17th and bending high enough to bite the rim. With the lobby dribbling off each bitch chin. If slip dicks edible, ACP in them. Pussy off the Seagram gin, mixed with the incredible Hulk. J after J, Bombay, got them honey straight, slipping off their panties. Easy like Sunday morning, but it's Friday night. I'm freaky and horny with a 6-pack of magnums on me. You won't catch me slipping, homie. Didn't you know that? Hitting these bitches from the back and send you to a dirt nap. The fucking club. Roll to the low. Straight roll to the low. Once we leave the fucking club. Roll to the low. Straight roll to the low. Once we leave the fucking club. Roll to the low. Straight roll to the low. Once we leave the fucking club. Roll to the low. Straight roll to the low.
What it do, what it do? It is I. You done tuned in to the #1 podcast in the DMV. I am your host, your late night supervisor, dope dealer extraordinaire, DC Zone, Rad, B.I.D. Jones. That's Rabbit for your internet foods. To the left and the right of me, as usual, podcast partners, Radical Real, OnlyFans J, Third Perspective Podcast, T3P. Now, even though we're in a social justice crisis, economic crisis, and a pandemic, and now a political crisis, we still managed to get 7,000 downplays on our podcast, 117 videos uploaded on YouTube. It's all about the grind for me, baby. I love you, black women. Black and I'm proud. What it do? Talk to me, baby. It's all about the Tubmans for me. You know what I'm saying, Doc? It's all about the Tubmans. You know what I'm saying, Doc? What it do? Talk to me, real. Talk to me, Jay. What's good? It's good with y'all, yeah? Lord have mercy.
I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? Had a good day. You know, couple study, relaxing. All that good shit, you know what I'm saying? Some y'all know about. But it's okay. How about you, Jay?
Well, back to work today, but wasn't on my normal schedule, 4 in the morning to 1:30. It was actually 8 to 1:30. Did my 5 hours. Got the fuck back at home. But we use our leave and work the system.
Now I work the system, player.
Yeah, we could use the leave to work the system, yeah.
Yeah. Only a few know how to work the system. You know what I'm saying? That only a few. Hey, if you're new, this is a podcast for the 9-to-5ers, the average Joes, trending topics, sports, music. We give our perspective, and that's the third perspective from the average Joes, We do this Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You catch us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. We appreciate it a whole lot. For everybody that already download our podcast on Google Podcasts, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. 7,000 downplays. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Talk to me. First of all, there's a few things I want to address first, right? Before we get into, because y'all know, what's his name? Corey Holcomb. We was talking about his podcast last week, right? And when they had the issue when they was on that joint arguing and shit. It turns out the main man gave him the money yesterday, But before I wanted to get to that, right? We all agreed that he should get the money back. We disagreed on what?
Who fought it with?
Yeah. So
it was Holcomb's fault because that was just shit. It was just
okay. Yeah. Y'all was saying like if something happened on a podcast, then it's my fault. Yeah. I see what you're saying there.
Because that's negligence on his behalf. Because that's his shit. You can't sit there and just let that shit. That's like Jerry Springer's back in the day when they had the security guards breaking shit up. Even though we know, damn well know that they weren't really fighting. It was just putting on a show.
You know?
But can't have that go down like that.
Yeah, I mean, right on the podcast where they was arguing and stuff. I'm gonna get to Corey when he was saying man gave him the money back and shit, but then they was doing a podcast for 10 years and shit, right? And something went down on the podcast, and man had to pay for the situation. Now, it's two ways to look at this shit, right? All right, we friends for 10 years, but man said he don't know him, so we never know if they friends or not. You know what I'm saying? But if we friends for 10 years, right? Do you go to lawyers and all that shit? Like, if a lawyer tell you, all right, you ain't got paid, do you do that? Or, I mean, it's a code to some of this shit. It's like
you're supposed to sit down and settle this shit like men.
It's like either we're gonna do that, or we're gonna get the government or the lawyers involved and shit, right?
That's the last thing I'm gonna get involved. Unless I'm in a car accident, then I'm getting lawyers involved.
So the lawyer get involved now, right? And tell Zoe, nah, man, you ain't got to pay that. You ain't got to pay him. Do you pay?
If I told you I was gonna pay you, I'm gonna pay. If I told you I ain't got it, and I ain't no intention of me paying you, then it is what it is. But if I know I can get it, but I can't get it right now, like, look, you gotta hold up for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it to you when I can.
Said he was gonna come up a lick.
You know, ain't gonna hit a lick. But my thing about that whole thing is you're not giving me nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like years going past and you're not giving me anything.
No.
So do you think it's right for me to wait for the whole lump sum?
Yeah.
Till you get that lump sum. Now think about it. 20 G's. Who can have a spare 20 G's? When do you get to the point where you got spare 20 G's?
When you're in the entertainment business?
A hustler or entertainment business.
A spare 20 G's.
Yeah, spare 20 G's.
That now you can just give him the 20 G's and keep on moving.
Yeah.
So how long you gotta wait for him to get to that position?
Nah, he bullshitting. He just didn't want to get to him. Your man Holcomb kept bringing it up, and the other man was like a person that's gonna get tired of hearing that shit. Like him and took your fucking money, get out my face. But I think he had it from the giddy up. Cause anyway, you've been doing it as long as he has and don't got no money stashed away. Just you either doing it bad or you just not a good business person. But that's it or there. I just think my man was tired of Holcomb throwing it in his face. But if Holcomb big as he is, why even bitch about it? I'm saying if you really ain't helping you or hurting you, it ain't really taking no money out of your kid's mouth or whatever, why the fuck you even bitching about it if y'all friends? Unless you were just mad that he smacked that nigga out.
It's different between bitching about it and wanting it.
My nigga, if I'm making $1 million a year or $500,000 a year, what I'm gonna do with your 20 G's? Obviously, if you ain't offered to give it to me and you need it. Now, if I needed it, it's a different issue. Now I'm on you, like, yo, what is 20 G's at, dog? Or what are the payments at? You throw me 5 G's a month.
So what I'm saying, it's like I gotta wait till you get the whole 20 G's at one time.
But
and shit is like
boasting like I don't really need it.
Like what the fuck?
But you did say you would pay it. So that's the principle behind it.
Which one, y'all? No, I'm saying if you owe a nigga 20 G's, it's like, all right, you have a fight in the studio where he do the podcast at, and the lawyer tell you you're not liable for it, but you from the streets know this shit is your fault. You know what I'm saying? And a nigga put up 20 G's for you to keep you out of shit. So you personally should feel like, man, I gotta get this back.
No. Because I gave you several hints during the show that me and this nigga shouldn't have been close to each other. And you failed to do your job because it was entertaining. Me talking shit and me about to smack the shit out of this motherfucker was entertaining for you. Which made your podcast relatively unknown known. Motherfucker get smacked out on a podcast, that's violent. So you got paid your money back by me fucking this nigga up. But like he goes back to the original saying, you knew that me and him was having issues. You should have dated this shit, moved me, put yourself in the middle, and kept it like that. But don't come at me like, oh, you supposed to be a grown ass man. I mean, maybe he was wanting to show out, whatever his reasons was. You knew what was about to happen, and you didn't do nothing on it. So him giving me that 20 G's, that's a gift. Personally, I've been like, man, that's on you, man. You put me next to this nigga. You know we beefing, and he talking a lot of greasy shit over here. Now, whether you think it's bitch shit that I'm fucking a drunk of or not, a drunk know what he's saying. And a drunk tell no lies. So he's telling
that's what I'm saying. So if you say no, I'm not paying the joint. So now what I'm left to do?
I have to
either get lawyers. I'm a nigga I don't do the lawyer shit. All right, that's just me. I don't do lawyers. I don't do police. I don't do all that. I try to do as much as possible without them being involved. Right. Yeah. So
that's me too.
So that's the person that let the lawyers tell him not to pay him, knowing he owe him though.
How I owe you?
Because you keep saying, it's no 20 G's unless you don't hit him.
You sure?
It's only 20 G's because you hit dude. That's it. I wouldn't have to pay that.
But why?
In fact, I didn't have to pay it. I should have let you do it.
But why is it 20 G's? Like,
why
he got sued.
Why you brought this nigga on the show when you know we was beefing?
Got sued.
Nah, you missed.
Why is he getting sued? Corey Holcomb should have got sued.
Good.
Nigga, he put elbows all in that nigga head. You see that shit?
Yeah.
What you mean Corey Holcomb get sued? He put elbows in their head, about 8 of them.
Yeah, but he was supposed to stand by that. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to separate that shit. Prevent that shit from happening.
There you go. That's a real one what it did.
So me, I would say, all right.
Because now he's sitting there saying, you owe me 20 G's for him.
He don't say it. He just implied when you want to fuck with me, man. That's the real issue.
And then while he was on the show, while he was implying that, he almost got uppercutted damn self.
Girl Holcomb said, I ain't him. You can try me if you want. You're going to see. Like, all right.
Yeah, right.
That, but okay.
I'd have tried it.
I think he all talk. But,
I think he's all talk too.
And I think he was just trying to show out on me, man. That's some whole shit.
That's why I was trying to figure out what y'all do at that point.
Didn't he call him a bitch? He said, cause you hit a bitch.
Yeah, every spirit is though.
But what I'm saying is you left with only one option. Either get the authorities and lawyers involved, which both of y'all gonna lose on that because y'all gotta pay for that.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or you get on your platform and keep fucking with them. It's nothing else you can do.
All it says to me is Holcomb bullshit. That's what it is. If you got it like that, then 20 G's ain't nothing.
What?
If you got it like that, 20 G's ain't
Even if you got it like that, you still could have had it if you didn't give it to him. Why give it to him if he ain't gonna give it back? That's the only thing.
He felt responsible. Why did he feel responsible to do that?
That's my man. I'm thinking that's my man. So I don't want him to be.
You put your man
I don't want him to be in trouble. Main man suing him for 20 G's. Let me do that. I know he ain't got it. So let me go ahead and smash this off, and he can just owe me. He won't be going through these lawsuits and shit, right? That's what you thinking. But 3 years later, he haven't even gave you a penny of it. Then you thinking, wait a minute.
I think you got it wrong, though.
That nigga bullshit, man.
I think Uri sued Corey and not the dude.
Couldn't have sued Corey.
He had to sue Corey because Corey brought him on the show.
Oh, you know what? I think he did.
He had to sue Corey
because
Corey paid it to get him off his back.
And then he had to pay him.
Yeah.
He said I had to slap that 20 G's.
The way dude made it sound like he generated behind some bitch shit you did. So that means he went out to Corey because he knew he couldn't get it from me, man. And plus, Corey was Corey's show, so it feels like he went out to Corey and not main man. And Corey paid that shit to get it done and over with, which was overdrive.
And then it was funny because when they was discussing it, he was about to get cut up too. He was about to fuck him up just talking about it.
You know,
because he was boiling. You know, that the flashback came in. He was about to fuck him up.
Corey, one of those that like to hold shit over your head. You could just tell by the way he talked. He liked holding that over Man head. Now that he can't, and I think that's why Man paid him that shit. Cause now you can't hold it over my head no more. We equal terms now.
But see, seeing how he is, he probably gonna still bring that shit back.
Nah, you can't now. You paid.
So you remember,
I was like,
I brought you on the show and Eric spin that bitch and I slapped the shit and you slapped the shit. You know,
he can't say that. All you can say is
because he instigated. He is an instigator.
Both of them instigators, but my man, all you gonna say is, look, man, you paid your money. Shut your bitch ass up, man. Talk on your show now. You got your money. Now that's gonna be the rhetoric now because it took him to that point. You keep talking about, I don't need to come up on nigga. I got that. It wasn't no problem for me. I ain't had to dig them deep in my pockets. I'm a man. I out here getting it. You stay with your girl. Shit like that. That's when you throwing salt on the wound. Now you trying to say that the man stay with his girl, he ain't getting paid.
He did fuck him up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's me you trying to hold it over my head. And that's what I told man. I was like, man, look, if you crying, why you crying about it?
He did fuck him up with that.
Yeah, you got so much money. Why the fuck you bringing it? That's what my whole point was. If you got like that, then 20 G shouldn't be shit to you.
He got nah, fuck that.
Nah, ain't no fuck that.
Fuck
you
that.
throwing in my face. Oh yeah.
Like if you give a nigga some money, right? Like if they in desperate need for money, they needed it real bad. You give it to him, right? In your mind, you know he's struggling right now, right? So when he call you and be like, man, I'm gonna try to give you this, you be like, man, don't worry about it, dog. You're not saying don't worry about it, don't pay me.
Yeah, that's what
you saying don't stress yourself, yo. Just give me my shit. Don't work. I'm not like one of them niggas gonna be stressing calling you every other day. Nigga, just give me my shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Just owe me. You just owe me, but don't stress yourself, dog. You my nigga.
You got that wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
When you say you got it, I mean that means it's done. Jay asked me for 10 G's, I get in that 10 G's. Unless he specifically signed something to say you're gonna pay me back, I charge that to the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, man.
What game? My bank account game?
Yeah. Like, my man Jay needed that jump. I gave you 10 bands. It's all good. Maybe he'll give me back one day when I'm in dying need. You know, I always got an eye on you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be pressing it out. I ain't gonna be like, damn, Jay, man, it's been a minute, dog. I'm gonna get that 10 G's off you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that ain't that. No. You gotta get that up, man.
Nah.
As a nigga in the hood, you just gotta get that up.
But he went on. You shouldn't loan out nothing you can't give away, man.
He went on Main Man joint. What's his name? He the nigga that sit beside him be laughing and shit all the time. Shit. He got his own podcast. He got about 30 motherfuckers sitting in that joint and shit. Like, nigga,
what the fuck?
Yeah, he be having like 15 niggas in that joint, man. And 2 mics. Hey, hold up. Let me bring you up to the mic. Oh, yeah, you stop. Hey, come on up. What'd you say? I can't hear you. Come on. Like, it's over the top, you know? You're like, what kind of podcast is that? But anyway, Main Man Zoe came on that joint to explain about the money and shit. So, Main Man got a co-host that's amongst all the 30 other motherfuckers. He talk a little more than the rest of them, right? He had some good questions for Main Man. I don't know his motherfucking name. Shouts out to Craig Facts for this podcast we about to show in a minute, right? So he goes on that joint to explain himself about the money. I want y'all to just listen to some of this shit, right? Remember, Main Man, the host of the joint is nigga that be on the joint beside Corey. Light skin bound, they're always laughing and shit.
Look at all them people in that shit.
It got some more in the corner over there.
Got some more in that.
Yeah, it's over the top.
You know, animosity was building is the term that he used, right? Well, if I'm your bro, you know, you don't let animosity just build.
Right.
You say, hey, man, I feel this kind of way about this particular situation, whether it's Grady, right? Hey, I feel this way about how you handling the Grady.
I do agree with that, though. You can't just sit there for 10 years with a nigga right here. You got issues with him. And you ain't saying shit. He's just letting it, you know what I'm saying?
You got to build up.
Even though he know he owe you 20 G's, but he don't know you mad about that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you say something. Because when he bring it up to you, you be like, don't stress yourself. You feel me? Don't worry about it. So he don't know you mad about it. He coming on the show all the time. If you're not saying nothing, you just letting the shit just ball up and then blow out and shit like, nigga. I do agree with that, though. I don't know about y'all. I do agree with that.
Yeah, you're supposed to address that there on the spot.
Yeah, don't just sit there for 10 years like that.
Situation
Right.
on air. Maybe you should handle it different. Okay, cool. You pull me to the side. I got you. Or if it's the Aries Spears situation, hey man, this is how I feel with regards to the money I spent, right? See, a lot of people sit around thinking, oh, Zoe didn't have counsel, right? Or Corey just had counsel, lawyers dealing with that. But I had my own counsel too.
Right.
And to address what he said about leaving him high and dry, one thing about me, if I did something fucked up, I'm going to take responsibility for it.
Right.
You hear me take responsibility on air. You hear me take responsibility off air. And with Corey, I'm doing exactly what I'm saying I wish the brother would have did with me.
Right.
There were many occasions where I said, hey, man, I feel bad about how I responded to Aries.
Right.
And I owe you for that.
Right.
There have been many occasions when I found out just how much he spent.
Right.
I said, hey, man, I owe you for that.
So that's my next question.
But legally, oh, go ahead.
Do you owe Corey $20,000?
Me?
Yes.
I owe him on principle. Definitely on principle. You know why? That's that man's show. And I am responsible for how I behave. That's that man's show.
Right.
And I consider that man a friend.
Right.
So definitely on principle, I owe him that. But legally, this is what I was advised.
Definitely. Okay.
He asked, could you write a letter? I went into my iPhone notes. I wrote that letter. October 31st, 2017. I wrote that letter. And I was going to send that letter to Corey. My people said, don't send that.
Your lawyer.
Yeah.
Right.
My legal advice said, don't send that.
Now, right there. Let's start right there. The legal advice said don't send that. Now, what y'all think from there?
You're not liable. He just don't on GP. The legal advice knew that.
So you Jay?
I wouldn't. I agree with that because now you're leaving and you're just saying, okay, that's like saying you threaten somebody to get your shit or something like that. I agree with that. You're putting yourself out there.
Also leaving paper trail.
Mm-hmm.
But with the first thing he said, well, on principle, I do. Right? Now, as far as Corey is concerned, that's the only thing he worried about is the principle. You feel me now?
Mm-hmm.
He's not concerned about the lawyer part, because as far as he's concerned, he don't deal with, like me. I'm not trying to deal with none of that. So that part is not even in his mind. His mind is, you supposed to be paying me and you haven't. That's it. Once you start saying the lawyer told me don't do this, don't do that, then that's some other shit. You don't let somebody step into our relationship now, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know about how y'all feel.
Legally, he ain't have to. That's all that matters right there. Now, principle is principle. Principle is what it is, but legally, I ain't got to do shit. Now, I'm doing that because of our friendship, but you taking it another type of way, so. But legally, I ain't got to give you that. So if I don't feel like I can want to dig deep and give you just 20 G's, you get it when you get it. Like you said, when I hit a lick, something extra come on.
When I hit a lick.
Then I throw it back at you. You know, hey, there you go, right here, man.
My man say when he hit a lick, though.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Whenever that is.
Yeah.
See, you're not going to play, as far as I'm concerned, this is disrespectful.
I did disrespect.
Like, if you owe me 20 G's,
no,
and you telling me some shit.
I don't owe you 20.
You telling me some shit about you hit a lick. It's like, nigga, what? Niggas, you pay me, young. What are you talking about? Hit a lick.
Now, if the court said to pay, then you get your payments every week. The court didn't say
The
that.
courts. See, again, me and Corey not looking at it from that type of angle.
Yeah, okay.
You should be paying me from the streets. You know what I'm saying? Not no fucking put the white man in. Like y'all, first you don't like white man, then you like the lawyers. You know what I'm saying? You like lawyers and all that shit getting your shit then. But you got to pay for that. Both of us. So that 20 G's going to be useless in a minute because we both going to pay that to the lawyers.
So why you making an issue out of it?
Give me my money. It should be worked out in the streets.
I don't owe you shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't owe you shit.
That's how you feel too.
And using anger as a means
Start
to
there.
solve problems.
I don't owe you shit. Now,
is a spiritual
on principle,
emotion
I can give
for
you
me.
this shit. But I don't like the way you talk
So
to me.
at times I don't
I'm a
think
little upset
this
about
is
that.
somebody's space, right?
You call me
Because
names,
one of my
bitch,
biggest
nigga, I say
Achilles
my
heel
girl and all
is
that, all that
disrespect.
kind. And I know that ain't the first time you did
I've
it.
been
So
with
you've
my
been doing it
brother
over the
Corey
last
for
3
10
years.
years.
So you wait. So like I said,
And
so I hit a lick.
I've
When I hit a lick
endured
and I got some
a
extras.
lot.
Then I
Slights,
throw you them
That's
marginalization. You know
Somebody
what I'm
some
saying?
extras.
Come on, man. And at some point, when other motherfuckers
That's
come
a
into
subverbial
the
fuck
studio, namely
All
Aries
those out there
Spears,
don't understand that.
who
The
also
way Corey
view the
carried that
show,
nigga, that's the way he carried Corey back.
in his
It's a
mind,
subliminal
that's the
fuck you.
environment, that's the fucking punching bag
Yeah, I owe
over
you
there
money. I'm
because
looking
the
in your face, we
environment
doing
has
this
already
podcast.
been
It's
established.
eating you alive. You too much of
Here
a
I
bitch
am
to
playing
just
my
come to me like,
position,
look, you owe me the
you know,
monies.
as you know,
I
I'm your
need my
number 2
monies.
or your
Right.
number 3,
And
wherever
it's
you
on
put me.
principle.
Right.
I'm
And
gonna
the
play my
principle's fucking
position.
with me.
But
Like my
when
man said,
guys
he say
come
nothing.
in
You put
from
your headphones
outside of that circle we have, and a motherfucking baseline is
I need
established,
my money.
oh, this is the nigga to fuck with. Not if I don't know you.
Right.
Fuck
Not
that
if we ain't got no motherfucking rapport.
It's
Well, yeah, now
nothing.
sometimes you got to establish yourself
Like, who you
immediately.
talking to,
Yeah.
Steak
nigga?
no
Like, this,
lobster.
do you understand what I'm saying?
But yeah,
Who
he
who
did
you
right
talking
now.
to?
Corey, bitch ass nigga.
So then I want to ask you, because you do say you're the voice of reason sometimes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
man.
say it.
Yeah, you said
Sometimes.
I hear it.
So you said I'm Joe Williams, the voice of reason sometimes. I'm gonna speak to the sometimes, because when niggas sometimes me, I don't fuck with niggas that sometimes me.
Ouch.
Right.
So I want to know what else do you sometimes. So what they saying, I'm gonna talk about loyalty, right? So I've known Dozy for 12 plus years, right?
Mhm,
If there's a nigga I don't fuck with, he already know protocol. You don't fuck with him either.
mhm.
It looks like from the outside looking in, you fucking with niggas that your man don't fuck with.
Mm.
So are you sometimes in the friendship?
Mm.
I'm 100% on
Oh.
the friendship.
Mhm.
But this is my definition of friendship. It's
Huh?
it's
Oh.
higher than territorialism
Wait.
and hierarchy,
Wait.
right?
Wait.
What?
Wait. Wait, Jay. Jay, real.
He Jack Curry.
What just happened? Did he try to do us like a T.I. joint and throw a whole bunch of words out?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
But the point is, just because you beefing with that nigga don't mean I'm beefing with that nigga.
Man asked him a good ass question. Like, that was a good ass question. Fuck
How's
you
that a
heard.
good ass question?
What?
How's that a good ass question?
I bet you can't answer this.
He is. He gonna answer it all the way around the world, but he gonna get to it eventually.
Like he said, I known this nigga for 12 years, right? If I don't fuck with somebody, he don't fuck with him on principle. Okay? It looks like to me, you like to fuck with people even though your mans don't fuck with them. That's a good ass question.
What that mean? That mean he just don't fuck with that nigga like that.
That was a good ass question. Let me
If
see what he
you
say.
bring a
makes that
motherfucker
person,
around and he proves to
to
me to be solid, now we all wearing the same jersey. If you now have an issue with him, I'm gonna need y'all to do just like the Nation of Islam tells their brothers to do. You know what they tell their brothers to do?
What they tell them?
They say, look, y'all motherfuckers go outside and walk around the block together and don't touch each other. Work it out and then come back.
Right. That's how it should go.
You got an issue with the brother Grady. I don't have an issue with him. Let me tell you where loyalty
So
comes
that was your answer?
from. Loyalty and trust comes from.
Yeah, you about to spit out a whole bunch of words like T.I. We ain't got time.
Yeah,
Is that enough? For, really?
What you mean?
Really though?
What you mean?
That's his answer to.
You my boy, but
Do you work?
down line.
Do you do sideways shit to your man? And he didn't really answer this shit.
He did. He said they need to go outside and work that shit out. I don't give a fuck.
Other words, you don't take sides.
You don't take sides.
But either I'm your man or I introduced you to this nigga a couple of weeks ago, or what? See, if I'm your man, it shouldn't be no motherfucking competition with a nigga I just introduced you to.
How's that coming?
You understand that?
Your beef is with that.
So I don't give a fuck if this was Superman or Jesus. If I introduce you to him, and I'm letting you know, all right, from now on, dog, I don't fuck with that nigga no more. Because of this A, Y, and B. And you still continue fucking with him, how do I look at that?
That I fuck with him and you don't. But what you eat don't make me shit.
But
I'm just saying.
We talking about far as these niggas being friends all this time. We missing a big issue here.
let's say, for instance, well, Corey Holcomb and Ari Spears, bring him on. He don't fuck with Ari Spears because he talking too much drunk shit.
Yeah.
But Corey Holcomb sitting there instigating. Now him, he just boiled up and beat the shit out of Spears.
No, all them elbows, you think you ain't got to pay for that? Come on, man.
But the
You
other,
think 20 G's was light, for real?
in their case, yeah.
Light work.
But Corey Holcomb, he instigated that, so
Nationwide Rip Ride.
I wouldn't fuck with either one of them.
Yeah.
All of them platinum
So we in the
underground
game
culture
now?
albums from the book.
So
Who they in the game?
that's what I'm saying. That's what we in the game now. Because if you don't fuck with him and you the head of the game, we all gotta be beefing with him. Some blood shit.
I wouldn't fuck with both of them.
No, I'm just
Because
saying, how you gonna tell me who I'm cool with? Because you beefing with this nigga. I don't care if you introduce us or not.
it's not even really
Apparently,
beefing.
Me and this nigga, all right. So
I don't
it's
fuck
between
with
you
him.
and him.
It's not even no
That's a-
beef.
that's a
I don't
personal
fuck
issue.
with him.
That's a personal issue.
So-
I ain't dissing you.
So if me and him get into it, you can't stand to the side. If I introduced you to this clown 2 weeks ago, and I'm supposed to be a nigga for 10 years.
No, I'm saying to the side.
So it ain't no side to that for me.
What you mean?
That's me and Corey got the same thought process
No, y'all don't.
from the streets. But he overdo it. You see what I'm saying? That's his only problem. But I understand where he coming from at all points of this. You know what I'm saying? And then you on these shows just talking about I would give you a lick. Like, what the fuck did that mean? It's been 3 years, you ain't give me a dime. Like, that means you don't give a fuck.
No,
I understand what you're saying. Like, if he just contact him, say, I give you a piece here, and I give you another piece whenever I can get it. But
I could do that. But not just nothing. That because you lying now. You feel me?
it make you feel that way.
He bought a car? Like, how you get a car?
Now, yeah. Now,
Come on, nigga.
You're not necessary.
How you get in the car but you owe me 20 G's? Like, no.
You irrelevant.
That's when I start coming on the air like, this nigga, I dropped 20 G's on you. I might start talking that because I don't do lawyers. You see what I'm saying? I see where he came from. I understand what happened.
You need it or your pride hurt.
I see what happened, though.
No, what's really hurt? Your pride hurt, right?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't
You owe me
hurt.
some bread,
You don't
nigga.
need the money. So your pride hurt.
And 20 G's is a lot.
Really isn't.
For us, yeah.
Now, that's a
what
lot,
I'm saying.
period.
For a third person podcast, nigga, it is.
Man, 20 racks is a lot for
No,
anybody.
for a
Man.
nigga doing comedy shows.
That's a
and
lot.
getting how he live, don't live with his girl, you know what I'm saying? He doing whole shit. That ain't no lot of money.
I need that, Slim.
That's making it rain on them bitches.
That's like telling me if I front you a Q, you don't bring me no money back because you know I got more coke.
Yeah.
No, nigga, I need that little bit I gave you too. Nigga, fuck wrong with you? That goes to my pal.
Nah.
You serious?
Nah.
Fuck wrong with you?
Good. Hey, the feds took that. You got charged into the game.
Man, make sure y'all go tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram, Bronx the Great.
Okay.
Y'all
I love this shit.
Yeah.
You my
That's how I
niggas.
get down.
Facebook. Yeah, thank you,
Good
bro.
one's good.
So we got a project. June Dog and I have a project.
I'm a blood, he a crip.
Oh,
We on the same team.
Right.
For this black.
now
Same
you
team,
Bloods
right?
and Crips.
We wearing the same jersey.
And that's
Oh,
yeah.
I
Absolutely.
never knew him like that.
Come on,
That's
man.
blood, that's not what everybody is.
See, so
Yeah. And that's the thing.
This
with the
nigga
show,
over
man.
there
The
with his
theme of the
goofy
show
ass
is
Hawaiian
unity.
shirt. I
You know
like
what
him.
I'm
Him with
saying?
that dumb ass hat
I
on.
had the
He
homie
gonna ask some
June
good
come on
questions, though.
here because I was a fan of his first. And when he told me about that project, I felt like this was a perfect crossroads for the topic that we're talking about today. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So
But can I answer?
of
his
course, go
confidence
ahead,
piece?
go ahead.
Confidence, man.
Oh,
That's something that comes from the inside. I don't need to accumulate nothing. I don't need to accumulate a crew. The shit just comes from the inside. It's who the fuck I am. But then there's also the flip of that. The confidence man who is a con artist.
You
Nigga,
like this,
if I
real?
got a business card that says confidence on it, I'm not confident.
That's funny. That's funny. Where my 20 G's? Is all this funny to you? You know what I'm saying? Like this.
If I got to tell you I'm confident,
This world
I'm
soup
not
shit.
confident.
Like T.I.
If I got to promote, nigga, my chest.
I ain't scared of nobody in this motherfucker. I just thought I'd let y'all know.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're a bitch ass nigga, straight out. Yeah.
If I got to fucking promote my confidence, you dealing with somebody that's not confident.
Right.
Right. If I gotta tell y'all,
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Y'all agree with that? If you gotta promote yourself, that means you not confident? Do y'all believe that?
The loudest one in the room is always the weakest one.
Hmm?
The loudest one in the room is always the weakest one.
You gotta promote yourself. What are you talking about? That tough boy shit.
Yeah. You know, you can do what you can do. You ain't gotta keep telling motherfucker you can do what you do. You just gonna do it.
But yeah, that was like when he was saying, we sat there, it was like, I ain't Eric Spears. You ain't gonna come up in like that. He was close to testing them on that too. He was real close.
This is tough.
Not really.
Nah, because I already see where everybody coming from. You know what I'm saying? I don't see where this fool coming from because he keep running behind lawyers and all that shit. So
He ain't run behind.
he doing
him.
some sucker
Legal
shit for me.
counsel advised him that he didn't have to pay.
Far I'm concerned, he doing some sucker shit.
What we doing?
And then all these words soup shit.
He doesn't think you're capable.
See now, I like him. Let's listen to him.
So in his mind, he even thinks if you did have it, you still wouldn't give it to him. So I want to ask.
Of course
you this,
I would.
But I want to ask you this because there's a lot of people that donated to your GoFundMe.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, great
it
question.
raised up to $39,000, and they feel that you didn't do what you promised to do them.
Right.
So maybe Corey's saying that because he saw you get a lick at 39,000
Mhm.
and didn't create that studio.
Right.
So what do you say to your supporters and the donors that donate to that? And they're looking for this, and it's been now 3 years.
Man, that's a beautiful question.
Yeah, it is.
And
Answer.
what I learned about Corey is I had to be very careful about what I share because I love my brother.
Right.
But he is the comedian's comedian. He is one of the greatest comedians of all fucking time.
Most definitely.
I will put that out there. One of the greatest comedians of all time. I heard motherfucking Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle talk about him.
Legend, for sure.
Nobody wants to follow Corey Holcomb. He's that fucking
I'll
good.
follow you, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
But I'll tell you this. I would never reveal too much of anything to Corey about what I'm doing because I saw him take shit back to the radio.
Wait a minute.
Right.
What happened to 39
Speaking
G's,
of the
nigga?
38, 39 grand.
Yeah, get to
Only
that.
8 of it has been spent.
8 been spent.
5 grand was spent on Frank, my engineer at the time.
Right.
3 grand was spent on equipment and cameras, and 30 grand is in an account.
Right.
30 grand.
But why would I say that to Corey?
30 grand in account.
See, this is what capping is about.
Wait a minute, nigga. Jay, y'all believe that?
Yeah.
So he had more than 20 G's.
Y'all believe he got 30 grand in account?
Yeah. He ain't spending it. He ain't rainy day money.
Why would I tell Corey what I'm doing with that money?
Right.
I heard him say, "Oh, he got the
Basically
money,"
told Corey,
and then he
"Fuck
bought a
you
car.
Till I paid what I paid."
From 2005.
That's what I'm trying to get to. You ain't getting that yet?
2019, I got 3 books out that all are still selling well.
And your book selling. As far as you selling.
Right?
As far as you saying.
Not well enough to give this man 20 grand.
Huh?
Corey just recorded a motherfucking documentary with me that I'm pitching to Netflix.
Okay,
He don't think I can get a lick?
No, I
Everybody
need my
talk about the
20
nigga go. It's okay, get a lick.
Hey,
Zoe ain't gonna get no lick.
Hey,
He's just
I wish I was
filmed
digging
the
answering a question.
documentary with me.
Right.
Let's get back to the 20 G's, man.
Yeah.
And again, I want to pay him.
Right.
You want to pay him.
Even though that's your studio. If it was done in some other studio, that studio would be liable.
Right.
But I'm not playing the legal game with Corey. I'm saying, nigga, I'm going to hit the lick and I'm going to give you bread. Right? There's some people out on the internet talking shit about me now, talking about the 38 grand. I got 30 of it in an account.
Let them know, Zoe. Let them know, Zoe.
I got a question for you, Zoe. Because my whole point of view throughout this whole situation is always
fuck out of here.
There's too much going on in that podcast with all them damn people.
It is a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah, motherfucking goddamn village in that goddamn room.
I got issue with that.
There's about 30 motherfuckers in there. But only one person really asked him some real questions here.
Yeah, it's the host.
So he asked some good questions. Let me see.
Just told him straight up, I'm going to pay you back. Right?
The motherfuckers looking for
See,
me
you
right
think
now.
this shit a joke.
But guess what?
I got to say
every single time, he even said it. Listen, every single time he said, don't worry about it.
Nigga, when I say don't
worry about it.
that don't mean don't pay
Don't
me.
worry about it.
Sometimes
That
people
ain't
say-
shit, Zoe. I had to do that.
I mean, don't
But
stress
sometimes
yourself.
people will say that to people if they feel they don't have it.
But
So
again,
I've gotten stuff for people where I'm like, hey, don't even worry, bro. Like, doesn't mean I don't want it. Yeah, I want it. They can give it to me, but
then why
understand-
say it?
What?
It's a gesture.
Okay, but is it a false gesture?
Not necessarily.
But that's my
yeah.
point is.
Hope. Let's
if
stop right
you-
there. So is that a false gesture? You ain't got your joint. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Is that a false gesture?
Somewhat. Also,
Really?
they false friends too, so there you go.
If I'm saying, hey, look, you owe me, but you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. You know, don't stress yourself. Don't worry about it.
Nah, but if you tell the whole world, and that's what he's getting at, Corey likes to run his fucking mouth and tell people what he done for him, then that's gonna make me feel the type of way. So now your petty was petty for blasting me for owing you. Now my petty to react towards that is to take my motherfucking time paying and let the world know that yeah, I got 30 G's and you still ain't got your money.
Not good, exactly.
How's that not good though? You being petty. If it was between me and you, it should never hit the daylight. Nobody should have known that I owe 20 G's for anything. If it was just between me and you my nigga, it was never supposed to be known that I owe you 20 G's.
But I just
and if
explained.
you had a problem with my pace for paying you, you could have came to me outside of being on air. Like, look, man, what's up, man? What's the ETA on this money coming? I understand you got shit going on.
But
you know what I'm saying?
I just explained to you his situation where he don't do lawyers and all that. So he left with what? Only but going on the air and talking about it.
Why do that? That's bitch shit.
There's nothing else left.
No, it isn't. That's bitch shit. You not real. Now we're gonna play the petty game.
But I'm not real. But you want to go to the white man and a
not real
and a
either.
lawyer and the government, really?
Well, technically, if you taking it dead, then I'm gonna make you take it dead.
No, just give me my money. Why you want to go to lawyers
Don't
and all that?
blast me then. Why you trying to embarrass me?
Because you ain't giving me my
It ain't
bread.
the first time he did that. He got a habit of going at man. That man got a lot of strength with him because after you said, "Oh, I ain't appropriate to stay with my girl," that's a trigger right there.
And he saved the weak link too.
Yeah, we link too. You whole
You
shit
said
too.
to me
you do a lot of whole
on
shit.
multiple
I don't-
occasions.
Oh yeah, that too.
That's a
He
trigger
even
word.
said it on the radio.
All this
I said, I'm
affecting you
gonna
get
pay
your
you back. Oh, nigga.
motherfucking money back. Cause now you want to be petty and
You
blast
say
me
to
on
me,
air. I'm gonna be
don't
petty and
worry.
say I got your money and you
Does
ain't
that
got
mean
it.
I don't
I'm a
owe you
man
anymore?
breaking do. I got your love.
I'm not worried.
You know what I'm saying? Show that shit.
Right. You still owe it.
Run down the stairs
Right.
in the motherfucker.
And I understand that part too.
But yeah,
I'm
man,
not
they
sure.
wrong on both hands. But if you really
Every
my nigga,
single
my
time
issues would never been
he
broadcast.
said,
You
"Don't
should've
worry
taken-
about it. Don't worry.
He
Worry about
serves though, yeah.
Sometimes people,
Don't worry about
but
it.
sometimes
That
people
ain't
say-
shit, Zoe. I had to do that.
but Zoe, sometimes people will say that to people if they feel they don't have it.
But
So
again,
I've gotten stuff for people where I'm like, hey, don't even worry, bro. Like, doesn't mean I don't want it. Yeah, I want it. They can give it to me, but
then why
understand-
say it?
It's a gesture.
Okay,
It's a
but is it a false gesture?
Yes, it is.
not necessarily.
But that's but my point is, if you say to me on multiple occasions, he even said it on the radio when I said I'm gonna pay you back. Oh, nigga, If you
Do
say to
you
me,
get it, nigga?
don't worry about it, does that mean I don't owe you anymore?
No,
that means that
nigga.
I'm not worried about it because I'm not thirsty. That don't mean you
Right.
owe
You
me.
still owe.
Exactly.
Right. And I understand.
You know you don't understand,
He get it.
motherfucker.
He knew it,
No, you don't.
but you spoiled the situation.
He don't understand. That's the problem. He think when nigga be like, man, don't worry about it. I mean, he think he could just walk away with the 20 G's and that's it.
Yeah.
Fuck out of
All
here.
I know, you can't say no shit like that on the street. You're gonna get that tone to you.
Why?
So we go out to the bar and you say, don't worry about it. You got it, Jake. I mean, I got to pay you back after we leave out? Or you got them drinks? Or you got the Wild Wings on you, right?
Yeah, we talking
Nah,
about
that-
20 G's,
All
dog.
right. I mean, 20 G's, 200 G's,
That part-
$200, same thing.
It well, in different environments, you could say that. But if you, now I'm saying, if you in the street, and somebody say, you know, don't worry about that or whatever, and you like, okay,
Nah, if all right, let's say your aunt loan you $1,000 to pay your rent, right? 2 weeks later, you tell her, hey, look, I'm trying to work on this A, B, and B to help you get that joint back. And she tell you, don't worry about it. Do you think she's saying don't pay me?
Yeah.
She tell you, nigga, don't stress yourself.
Yeah.
No, she said don't
When you
stress
tell me don't
yourself.
stress myself, then you're afterthought. Then. You gave me permission to, all right, man. This nigga said don't.
Because normally you sitting there like, I don't want this person to be stressing for it. I don't want that person to be in their mind thinking, I'm standing here thirsty for this shit. They have to do everything. They kill people and do all type of shit to give me the bread.
For me, as a person that owes, I don't want that person to think that I'm bullshitting them either.
That's you though. No, man ain't thinking like that.
Make your motherfucking mind up, man. You sound like an insecure ass nigga, man.
How you making
You want your money or you don't want your money. If you want your money, say you want your money. That's what the that's the whole conversation was about. If I want my money, hey, look, man, I want my money back, man.
Why would I have to say that?
You should. It's gotta be said. It's 20 G's, right?
Now, if he said don't worry about it, then
You tell me don't worry about it, like it's afterthought. I ain't worried about it no more.
So you tell me you ain't gonna think? You think that's
Nah,
it?
20.
I don't owe you no more. That's it.
Yeah, basically. Or you
What?
get it like you said, or you get it when I come up.
But you can't. But that depends on who thinks about it. Like you could just sit there and say, "Are you telling me not to worry about it, not to stress myself, or are you telling me to worry about it? Don't worry about it. You know,
Don't worry about it.
not paying you back."
That's right. That's what that means.
There's no such thing as not paying you back.
It is. Don't worry about it. I was worried about getting your money at first.
So you
told
telling me
stop worrying about it. Therefore, taking me off the hook.
no? I told you don't worry about it. I didn't tell you don't pay me.
No, you said don't worry.
It's two
about
different
it. I
things.
was worried about getting your money.
Exactly. I don't want you to worry.
All right, then now
But I want you to just pay me without worrying.
Now, if that's the point.
I want you to pay without worrying.
Now, if that's the case, then just don't say don't worry about it. Leave it like that. Say don't worry about it. Don't stress yourself about
I still expect that.
There's no way you could
Don't
think
say-
that the nigga saying
don't
20
say-
G's is just in the air gone.
Yeah.
You tripping.
You told me don't worry about it. I ain't worried about it no
it.
more.
But to be honest with you, if it was me and somebody told me don't worry about it, I act like I know what you're talking about until you call me and say, "Hey, you got that 20 G?"
That's what he did. That's exactly what Zoe did too. That's exactly what Zoe ass did. And guess what? That's why I'm gonna sit on the podcast and be like, nigga, where my 20 G? Because I'm not going to no lawyers or nothing like that. So this is my only option.
So your option is act like a bitch?
No, my option is to put you on the spot. And guess what? You gave me half of it, 10 G's at least, because the whole internet started riding your ass. Talking about nigga give him this fucking money. So that's the only reason he give him the 10 G's now. If I didn't come out and come on this internet, we still be talking about you ain't give me shit.
So our friendship was worth 20 G's then.
If I would kept quiet, you wouldn't give me a fucking thing.
Yeah.
So you didn't care about my
You
friendship.
said don't worry about it.
No, see, you
Now
there's
you talking
nobody
about worry about it.
there's nobody on this world that think that means don't pay me.
You tripping.
I don't think
Motherfucker
nobody-
worry about it. It's all good. It's done. It's over with. I ain't
Really,
thinking about it
though?
no more. Yeah, I don't think about it no more.
Really?
You ain't thinking about it no more either.
20 cents? Yeah.
$200, $100, $50,
20 racks?
$1 million. If somebody give me $1 million, like, yeah, don't stress your head.
No racks back, though? Nah,
Nothing.
Slim.
Let me.
You gotta get some racks back.
Who else is out there that thought about that? Oh yeah, Jay-Z, Kanye. gave him 50 million. And Amen tell me that Kanye went out there and got what 3-point-something billion back, and you ain't paid 50 million back.
Oh,
Why'd I do that?
Jay-Z,
Come on, let's be real here, man. It ain't even about that. Your man just wanted something to talk about. He one of them niggas that don't have nothing to talk about.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? And rap been trying
but you
to
got
hold
20.
that.
You owe me 20
Don't tell me you
G's.
good. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga short you on the street and fuck a $20,000 package up, you threatening this motherfucker. Hey, I need my money.
You owe me 20 G's. I don't give a fuck if I just flip 2 keys. If you owe me $10,000, I still want that. I don't care how good I'm doing right
Don't
now.
worry about it. Don't tell me
Whatever I'm doing right now has nothing to do with what you owe.
Yeah, you don't tell me don't worry about it.
At all. Not even close.
Them are trigger words. That's another trigger word.
That's trigger words for a broke nigga that don't want to pay. Like he was saying.
Yeah.
Like he was saying. I don't think he got it in him. Remember he saying all that?
Yeah.
That's what he meant by that. I'm not expecting him to pay me, yeah. Me and him think a lot. A lot alike. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga like Corey Holmes.
But
That's what's
he
up.
overdo this shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, you just said y'all like.
We think a lot. He overdo this
Don't
shit.
ever
Though.
tell a motherfucker it's all good and you ain't got to worry about it because that means that's all right. Stress over.
You owe me G's. When I say don't worry about it, man, don't keep calling me saying you about to do this and do that
I ain't
and
doing
run a
none of
lick
that.
and
You
all
ain't
that.
nothing from it. Like you
Leave me
said.
the fuck alone.
Like you
Just
said
give me my
today,
money.
You call me and like, yo, I want to get that money. I'm like, damn, you wanted that? All right, I got to hit a lick or something. I get you when I hit that lick.
See, that's being disrespectful when you start the lick shit.
You wanted that.
When you start that lick shit,
You really wanted that bread back, dog? You
Yeah.
told me don't worry about it.
when you start the lick shit, that's when it's disrespectful. Now we bullshit.
But I hit this lick, though. I got you, man. 20 G's,
At
bro.
that point, you better get 50 bitches to do a lick.
Exactly.
And get the liquor.
We got a lot of bullshitting going on now.
Y'all need to make y'all mind.
So therefore, now I'm about to go to the air. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got time for it.
You
We grown
want to listen to the
motherfuckers.
white man and tell you that don't write no letter, don't talk to your friend for 10 years. Listen to me, the white man, so me and you can get money. See, that's the problem right there, nigga. Everybody want to skip that. You want to bring a white man into me and your problem and give him money to solve our problem.
There is no problem. The problem was yours.
Now you see what I'm saying,
It's
dog?
in your studio.
But you only owe me 20 G, but you want to get a white man money, but not my 20 G.
We not taking that.
How bad does it get, dog? It's getting badder and badder as I talk.
My guy gave me real good counsel. He said, I don't owe you shit legally. When she said that was his time.
Yeah, then he turned around and said, "What my 15?" You know what I'm saying?
He said,
Can I have my 15, please? And thank you.
Retainer.
But don't write him no letter, though. Give me my 15, though. You know what I'm saying, dog?
They get paid by the hour.
You don't give him his, but say, fuck me.
You gotta say fuck you because it was your fault. It didn't happen. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I might smack that nigga, but you put me in a predicament to I can smack that nigga. Then you put me in another predicament to fuck you over because you keep running your fucking mouth.
You did.
Shut the hell up.
To
You know
him
what I'm saying?
and me, that's two bitch shit you did. Two things you did was bitch shit.
No.
First, you got to hit a drunk motherfucker. So I'm looking at it from his point of view, too. You whooped the drunk nigga ass, then you ducked me on my 20 G's. Like, that's two bitch shit things you did, yeah?
You knew how I am, and you put a drunk nigga next to me. Then what's that supposed to say about you?
No. That don't make any sense.
Off the show.
That don't make any sense.
You went viral and seen that nigga keep getting smacked and hit. Every news outlet had that shit front floor. Made your show a success.
Oh yeah,
You got paid, so don't act like you ain't get shit out of the deal, nigga.
Nah.
But in principalities, I supposed to have paid you, but we ain't living
Thank
on principalities. You know what I'm saying? Principle behind this shit is I don't gotta pay.
My man said we ain't living out
We ain't
principle.
living on that. And I don't like the way you came at me. You came at me on some calm shit. Like you said, don't worry about it. It's done. You know what I'm saying? I thought, okay, yeah. But you really some whole shit. Like you said, why you let it build up in you? Obviously, I can tell you it's building up in you. You know what I'm saying? Say something. Don't be on the air and say something. That's bitch shit there. But you good with that though. You good with.
But I'm gonna
blasting
tell
niggas on
you,
the air, though.
if he didn't come on the air, this nigga wouldn't have got 10 G's. You know what I'm saying?
But he could have been asked the nigga.
So he been asking the nigga for 3 years.
No, he hasn't.
Fuck
He
out of
never-
here.
no, he never said it. He ain't asking for
Fuck
nothing.
out of here. I keep asking.
He said, don't worry about it. Don't stress yourself. That's what he keep telling my man.
My man had a show last night. We don't join be hit. Hey, man had a show last night. 5150 was on last night. My man showed up an hour before he started and gave him 10 G's. Now that's what he said. Let me hear what he said. That's what Corey said.
For my brother to be on when I give this information that I'm finna give, because it's some information that I feel like everybody needs to know.
Yeah.
Very important information. Is that RZA? No. Oh, fuck. That was a bum or something. Anyway, so fuck it. Here we go. I show up at work today. I'm ready to give my whatever though on what happened with Zoe on your show.
Right.
Because I saw he had the streets with him.
Yeah.
Other people. And it was my opinion at first, like, oh shit, it's getting loud.
Right.
That's what we call it. Oh, you trying to get loud with it. Trying to other people come with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. Not like I was on some, I'm finna start some shit, but I'm just peeping the shit like,
Yeah, he was.
why the fuck would he bring other people in the shit?
Right.
Like, I felt like he wasn't doing it because he was trying to necessarily bring drama, but that brings drama when other people are involved saying my name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I heard the brother said, you know, the brother, it didn't seem like it was true animosity.
No, that's not the vibe I got at all.
That's how I felt. Like, okay, this ain't shit. Cause like I said, it's people who know me, love me, checking on me, and they like, what's up? And I swear, I just always said, man, ain't nothing happening. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing. Me and my man got into a disagreement. That's all it is. It ain't going nowhere.
Right.
So, but today when I showed up, Phil was here. I don't know if Phil had something to do with it. Did you have something to do with it, Phil?
Phil was here watching old episodes of MASH.
Right. That nigga was, he was watching Maud. Phil be in this motherfucker through the week watching Maud. he like old girl voice. Blanche, what are you finna do? Now, oh yeah, by the way, Darlene isn't here this week. Darlene is hard working, working with something that's hard. What? Is she a girl? She need that in her life. She might come back next week smiling. A lot of girls who be stressed out, they just need, anyway, we'll get on that in a second. But yo, I want to say this about Zoe Williams. When I showed up today, 5150 Nation, listen to this. Everybody get ready. If you want to start doing what you do, do it right now. Today, when I showed up, Phil gave me an envelope. He said, Zoe stopped by, dropped off an envelope, and left. Zoe, I know you watching. Why the fuck you ain't stay, old scare ass nigga? You should have stayed, nigga. It's me, nigga. No matter what happened, you never judge an entire motherfucking friendship off a motherfucking argument that happened one day. But it was going bad until Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, showed up today with a check for $10,000.
Hey, hell yeah.
I never in a million years thought Zoe would fucking do this. First of all,
it's not all of it,
but
but
say this.
it's something.
Go ahead, say something. Oh, yeah. Zoe!
It's not all of it.
Now, that's part one. Part two is cashing that motherfucker and hoping.
Hope you ain't looking like Jordan out there, joint like that, motherfucker bouncing that bitch.
Boy, hoping with bitch ass nigga.
Oh
You know,
no!
too.
Oh no!
Yeah, they think alike, and that's some bitch ass shit.
Oh
You
no!
say, off the break, my man dropped off 10 G's.
Huh?
He made it a spectacle. Like this nigga.
Oh yeah, he did. Well, I say he do extra. Didn't I say he do extra?
That's big shit right there. And that y'all qualify that, but that's a driver nigga to be petty. That'll make me all right. Now you gonna wait another 3 years for the other 10 G's. I got shit.
No, we ain't gonna do that because I'm gonna put you on blast again.
And then the little shade shit. Well, just because we having an argument, you could have stayed. Nah, nigga, you took it there. When you blasted me on the radio, it's dead now. Ain't no more friendship. We don't got work together like that. We just work buddies now.
20 G's. He gave him 10. He gave him 10.
20 G's to a nigga who don't really need it, who bitching about it.
Think
says
about
a lot.
He gave him 10 though. You can't hate on that. Gave him half. Gave him half.
Yeah, whatever.
Took a long time for that, but he gave him half.
It
looked like he probably borrowed that from somebody to give
then
him.
They throw that shade talking about we just having an argument. Nah, nigga, you took it there.
But like I said, that's part one of that. You gotta cash that motherfucker net and hope there's money in it.
That's the key point right there. Is there any bread in that joint?
No, better man than me, dog.
For sure.
You could write a check, but can you cash it? It's a question. That motherfucker be like, boom!
Trust me, if that nigga bounced that check, we would hear from Corey within 30 seconds of that happening.
Like, this bitch nigga so weird.
Y'all ain't see that little joint I sent y'all?
Goddamn check.
When he said hit a lick, the little cartoon joint? Joint funny as shit, you know. You had a little hit a lick joint. That joint was funny as fuck. I sent that joint to y'all. That shit's funny. But at least he gave him half, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, like I said, I think more like, man, he should have gave me this bread a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I don't do lawyers and none of that shit, so it left him with no options other than when we come on the edge, bring it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, or keep fucking with you with it. You know what I'm saying? Until you stop. But what fucked him up was everybody on the internet been fucking him up. Having whole shows and ragging and dragging this nigga about that 20 G's. And then he owed from the GoFundMe with 39 of them. So he's behind on a lot of shit right now. You know what I'm saying? So he was in the hole anyway.
So yeah, you gotta hope that money in there.
Yeah, borrowed 10 G, they owe somebody else and shit. Somebody else be on that joint looking for a lick. Looking for this nigga. He gotta wait for a lick.
And then if they looking for a lick, then they gonna lick his ass. I can see it going. I can see it now. Him going to the bank. Here, I got my $10,000.
You know? Ain't no
sorry, sir. This check is bad.
Young.
This check is non-invoid.
At all. Keep looking like MJ with that check, nigga. Bounce that thing. Looking like motherfucking Holloway with that check. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that joint. But yeah, when it come down to, man, it's motherfucker, you gotta have some respect. For, I mean, like when motherfucker be telling me, for example, right? When I call somebody my friend, young, like, I don't make somebody my friend just because we hang out and shit and all that, right? There's a lot of people who call people friends just cause, right?
They use it loosely.
Yeah.
Like brother, sister, god, brother.
Yeah.
People use shit like that loosely.
Corey was under the impression that they was good friends. They was best friends type shit. Main Man wasn't under that pressure. So that was the problem they had from the beginning, right? But me personally, if you one of my friends, right, or best friend, that makes you elite from anybody else, to me. You know what I'm saying? To me personally. And I'm not going to have you in a situation where I owe you 20 G's, dog. I don't give a fuck if you hit the lottery tomorrow. I still owe you 20 G's. I got to give you this. I'm not going to go buy cars and all this other silly shit when I owe you 20 G's. I'm just not doing that. You know what I'm saying? It comes down to who that person is, almost, really. But as a friend, we shouldn't be on the air on a situation where we don't talk no more. You know what I'm saying? For example, I think I know Rail now like 8 years, right? It's probably more than that now, right?
Yeah.
We worked together for about 8 years.
About 13 years, 12, 14 years.
Right? And to me, Rail is one of my best friends because I take best friends as, what do you do for me? Right? Like, how you impact my life? You're not my best friend because we go to club and all that shit together. That's me personally. Like, how do you impact me? And what makes you, as all my friends, elite, right? Me personally, Real impact my life because I was in a situation where I worked somewhere. You don't know if anybody works somewhere where the whole management is after your ass, right? And if Rail wanted to make that easy for them, he could have. Literally. You know what I'm saying? If he wanted to say fuck Dre, you know what I'm saying? And don't take no heat from nothing and just get him on board, he could have done that and had me fucked all up long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So I look at that as that's somebody impacted my life. You know what I'm saying? Without even me saying, can you help me? You know what I'm saying? It's just somebody doing something on their own. It's like he had plenty of times where he could have just been like, fuck it. I'm just with y'all now. Just y'all want him, y'all can get him. You know what I'm saying? He could have done that at any time. I'm gonna tell you right now, I couldn't have made it without him, dog. There's no way I could have made it the rest of the 4 years with the management after me, with my man working with me beside me, if he didn't help me. Because they kept trying to work through him, you know what I'm saying, to get me. You feel me? So I look at that as that's an impact on my life. You know what I'm saying? So that makes him one of my best friends. You know what I'm saying? So when people see us on here debating shit or arguing and shit, that's something to me that can't go to the level. I don't know what the fuck they just did. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest right now. I don't know what they doing there. To me, like Corey said, or Mayman said, you wasn't my friend. Dude said that when he was on the air. We weren't friends. We ain't friends. Corey was shocked, but Mayman told him, it's how we just work together, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's something to me. When I say friends, that shit's serious. You know what I'm saying? You got to impact my life by accident on your own. You know what I'm saying? That makes you one of my best friends to me. So when people be like, dog, y'all look like y'all about to go at it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no. You know what I'm saying? It's like you never seen niggas go at it that's passionate about football, for example, or basketball. They going back and forth, arguing back and forth at the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. And then after that, you going to get a drink together. It's just all the same shit. You don't fit. That's not, you putting all your emotions in what your debate is, but it's not nothing that you take it to the level of, no, we're not friends no more now, nigga. Don't talk to me. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, Red. What you think? I don't know.
Now we used to, this is how we used to talk all the time in the break room, in the lunch room, and in the back. So y'all just seeing it, but this is how we used to always go. You know what I'm saying? He passionate about what he say. I'm passionate about what I say. You know, that's what it is. I never took that shit personal. And until you brought it up, I never thought about that because I figured if they screwed you, then they would screw me. So always rather, you know what I'm saying, us be together, be good. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got to worry about shit. Because before I got to your shift, I was on the other shift, but they were just fucking with me just because. And I came to you, and you was like, yeah, you come to this joint and you straight. After you told me that, I was good. So all that other shit was irrelevant. You kept them on my back, so I was straight. So I was like, whatever. If I can help y'all do this, or show you how to shortcut with this, or you show me the process of this, whatever. That's how I always thought about it. Because before, that first year, that 06 to 7 year, that shit was rough. I was about to quit, you know what I'm saying? They had me doing all types of shit. But then I was like, I want to go third shift. After that, my days got easier. I went home happier, less stress. Just shit just got fun, you know what I'm saying? Show me the other side of it. Like you make some bread in this joint now, you know what I'm saying? Before I was ducking hours. I wasn't trying to come to weekends. It was just, I was in a bad situation. I was sleeping on my brother's couch. I'm like, this ain't gonna work. I gotta get on my own, you know what I'm saying? I sleep in that joint too for the first few months. I got my own spot. I was like, fuck it. Now I got my own spot. I need to keep the job. Show me how to do that. Get me off the radar. We at night. By the time they get here in the morning, we got an hour and a half with them. We gone. That's much. But yeah, that's how we always talk, though. I be telling people that too. People know, like, yeah, man, go ahead. We just passionate. That's all. That's how I take it. You know what I'm saying?
And then I'm the same way when I play football or something or basketball. It's like it's certain. It's like it's animated people when they passionate about stuff. That's it. And we both are those kind of people. So whenever he's talking about something that's direct, you know what I'm saying, different from what I'm thinking, of course we're gonna clash. That's gonna be automatic. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see it like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like Corey and them is where something just all of a sudden, just because we talking about something, it's just ridiculous. I don't get it. Maybe they have some other shit they ain't telling us, maybe. But just me personally, I take that friendship real serious. So, and it take you to do something for me to even call you my friend. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta go to the level. Then be my best friends. It just be a whole nother elite to me.
Also, if I do something for you, I ain't trying to throw it in your face. Anybody who know me, I do a lot of stuff for people. I don't want that. Oh yeah, I did this for you, and keep throwing it in your face. Even if it irritate me to that point, I would come at you. I was like, yo, I did do this for you, and I kind of need that then. But I've been down. I saw how it is, and I know everybody hurt, and I respect that. Everybody got troubles. Everybody got shit they going through. And in your brain, it might didn't dawn on you that I do owe real this or I owe real that. So that's why I learned I don't give it unless I'm good with giving. So you like you ever say, be good friends. That's different. You know what I'm saying? My friend come to me, close family member, I got you, dog. No questions about it. You ain't gonna hear nothing else about it. But if you try to abuse it, then I gotta get mad because now you just pay me for a sucker. And I can't stand no motherfucking body playing on my intelligence. Like Rabbit say now, if I see you doing all this and you telling me, oh yeah, you gotta chill with me, you trying to stack money up. But I see you going to see Essence or I see you going to see Backyard every motherfucking weekend. Then I got an issue with that because that takes money. And that's money you not saving. Or you got the first pair of Jordans. But that's it over there, that's a side note, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely take bread. You know?
So, but outside of that, don't come to me like I need your help or something like that. And you just try to go. Just say that. And then I can make the decision. But I want to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like Rab said, if you my friend, son, you know you gotta ask me, I got you. If I don't got you, that means I'm fucked up, and I just in my feelings I ain't gonna say it. I'm fucked up. Most times I got people. You know, I try to cut back on that. You know what I'm saying? I still got you if it's dire needs and shit, but if it ain't dire needs, you know, just get it. Or do the duty. Like tell me why I learned that. Mother bless me with a good heart. Sometimes people step on that motherfucker. Keep that motherfucker around. But yeah, you know, third perspective, we debate, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gotta get a little bit better at it. Some people saying we don't give each other, we don't hear each other, we just be screaming. No, not necessarily. Sometimes I get in my feelings because you know, you got a view in your head, that's the view you had. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, sometimes I think we in the lunchroom. I forget we in the studio. I do think if anybody knows, we know we used to get it in the lunchroom. But that second break, right before cops came in, you know what I'm saying? We had the whole lunchroom talk. That was us. That was every day. So 7 years. Doing that every day, 7 years. That's hard to break. You know what I'm saying? Jay don't want to be over there quiet in the church, man.
Yeah, you know.
Nah, you can't be like that.
You can't be that. I ain't that quiet sometimes.
You quiet, Jay.
Sometimes I am. Sometimes I am.
He said sometimes.
Every now and then, I be seeing y'all in y'all little jump. But, you know, people now these days use certain shit loosely, like an 8X t-shirt.
I think, but I mean, you might say we might talk. I don't know. You might say we might talk over each other, maybe. But by the end of the joint, everybody know opposition, like that, and you know what side you agree with. By the time we finish, I know that.
It's like when y'all watch the Blaze show, y'all rarely gonna see people gonna take the same side. It's, you know, people have different views of different shit.
Rather be picked on topics that he know we opposite on. That's what it is. He don't pick nothing that we solid on, because he got a different view of it. And that's the first time ever on Monday that he muted me. I ain't never been muted before, dog. That muted the trigger word. He muted me. Hold up, man.
No, both of y'all wouldn't even let me get in.
He muted me, dog.
Then he was like, "Nah, we talking." I was like, "All right." Then I got off the joint, let y'all talk. Came back and still ain't let me get back in. Like, what the fuck?
That was the third perspective first. I ain't never been muted.
Can I talk then?
I looked around. I said, "Damn, they can't even hear me."
All you do is hear your mouth move.
I know. Like, hold up.
Like,
can nobody hear me talking?
I mean, the J too though.
Yeah, I know. I thought that too. I my J wasn't talking.
Yeah, I was talking. I think that was the most I ever talked that day.
Yeah. You know, we passionate people.
Oh shit.
My man, Judge Mathis.
Oh shit. But yeah, I mean, Shorty got a movie out. Wendy Williams. Shouts out to everybody on this joint. They're checking us out on Instagram. I mean, I keep saying Instagram, Twitter. Twitch, Facebook group, and YouTube. You're on YouTube right now. Subscribe. We appreciate it a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Support the group too. You know what I'm saying? Support the podcast. You know what I'm saying, Doc? But yeah, she got a movie out. Well, a documentary. Wendy Williams, right? Y'all know that?
Yeah.
What y'all think about Joan? She said she fucked Method Man and all types of shit, man.
Yeah, maybe.
What's up with that shit?
She was cotton with Method Man.
Yeah.
I keep telling y'all, man. Ugly pussy is still pussy. It gets fucked. So.
You said Thotton was Method Man.
Hey.
It was pretty much Thotton though.
But you gotta think about it. At that time, Redman was into big girls.
It was Thotton.
And Method Man. It was Redman, Method Man, right?
I'm starting to think I don't know who she fucked. You know what I'm saying? She don't know if she fucked Redman or Method Man. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, she was that gone?
She was smack. Yeah.
That's what's that.
She be smack.
She
Back in
did
them
the
days,
crew?
I gotta remember back in them days, her ass was one of them groupie bitches. Trying to get on all over the place. Wendy Williams ass.
She started on the radio with media.
Exactly. You automatically grouping on that joint because you want everybody to be on your shit.
Yeah, you got it when you fit it. You know what I'm saying?
Shit don't come natural like Donnie Simpson or with these males anyway.
So what y'all think about Wendy Williams though? Her overall, her career and shit. Me personally, I just don't.
Me, I don't really follow her. Like
Yeah.
I say,
She just
Me.
coming on at the right time. I mean, outside of her fainting that one time, and when she go up against the Beehive, which is a buzzword, when you go against the Beehive, they try to cancel you. So she be going at the Beehive, said Beyonce can't sing, and all the other shit. I was like, okay, that's facts, but still. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
And they try to get her knocked out the world.
shit, 12 years ago, she was, remember the little rumor that Jay-Z supposed to have a baby with Rihanna's so-called.
Oh yeah.
And and she was gossiping about that. Then he had a person, a fake call in and talk about that shit. I remember. I mean, that was her thing anyway.
Well, you know, a lot of them shows got people they know calling.
You know, that was her thing, that gossip, fake gospel shit.
Yeah, she started the whole tea shit.
The tea shit.
Spilling the tea, drinking the tea, and all that dumb shit.
My only problem with it, my girl be watching that shit all the time. My problem I always used to tell her was, why she not talking about herself? She always talking about everybody, but she don't talk about herself.
And she got issues.
Plenty of it. She don't talk about none of that shit.
And that's why nobody don't really talk about it back. Because they know she got issues. They're just like, you just gonna let you shoot yourself in the foot.
After she had on surgery, she didn't look the same. I always thought she was an iffy.
I always thought she was a dude.
Yeah, I did. I thought she was up to RuPaul's status. For the longest, I swear.
Everybody thought that.
I was like, they said she had a whole son. I was like, okay, so she ain't transition.
Everybody be thinking that shit. You thinking she a dude. I used to think that shit too though.
I used to think that, you know.
She like RuPaul.
Yeah, basically.
Right.
Drag queen and all that.
Hell yeah.
Used to think she grew one.
Huh?
You think she grew one?
I thought she grew one.
Right.
Just magically appeared. Ping!
Hey, she a bad joint, she grew one.
They said grew one though. She was on one of these Bama's podcasts, right? And she was talking about fucking. Now this, she said out her mouth, she fucked Method Man. Now.
He ain't denied yet. So
Some of that.
He ain't said anything last there.
Now I don't like the fact because she keeps saying Red Man, then she said, "Oh, not Method Man." Like, what?
Uh-oh.
At the same damn time.
Uh-oh. It might be both.
And I was an 8-ball girl by myself.
Yeah, that was something else I wanted to talk about, but go ahead.
You know, with the only thing I did, I smoked a blunt with with Method Man, while I gave him a bath, and it was a one-night stand. And
what?
And he'll deny it, maybe not. You know,
that wasn't in the movie.
It wasn't in the movie. It wasn't in the movie because Method Man is still very angry at me.
For what?
I don't know, for being me, for telling the truth. It was one night we were in the club, a fight broke out and gunshots broke out. The fight was ridiculous. The whole Wu-Tang was there, but it was only meth up in the rafters. And see, that's where I'd go to observe everything because I was by myself. And he's like, yo, Wendy, because he'd been on the show before, and he was effed up. And I smelled the weed, and I had weed, but he had better, you know.
He had better, huh?
I didn't roll blunts. I rolled joints because I was never really a blunt roller, and they're sloppy. He rolled the blunt. We smoked a blunt. We watched the fight. We heard the gunshots. The cops came in. He was rolling with you know, the car from Staten Island with the whole clan and their people. And I said to him, I guess I batted my eyes and, you know, rocked my shoulders, you know how you do.
Yeah.
What?
And I said, you know, you want to come over? And he said, yeah, I'll follow you. And I said, give me your hand. And I grabbed his hand, and he put his head down, and I put my head down, and people didn't even realize at the time it was Wendy, and one of the biggest stars, the leader of the biggest group in the world, just left, got in her Pathfinder, and went back to her penthouse in Jersey City, where she bathed him in her jacuzzi tub.
Wow.
And
You're talking about 24-year-old.
smoked more weed. You know, that was back in the coke days. I don't remember what he did. I'm not going to implicate him on that.
You don't remember what he did?
I did give.
I don't know if I'm asking too much, but
Wait.
Two
She
pumps in the ground.
don't remember what he did though.
He was drunk. Two pumps in the ground.
But he was getting high. But I don't remember what he did. See, that's what I like. That's a bitch you want to fuck right there. Now, we was high as shit, but I don't know what we was doing. Yeah, she can come to the party. You know what I'm saying? Now, she passed.
That's some Wendy.
She passed.
So you can fuck around and be like this. I was high as shit. I was just like this. And she just walked across, tripped over the coffee table, and her head just landed right here on my lap.
I don't know.
Come on, deny it though.
I can't see. I don't know.
He ain't denied. He didn't say man have sex.
But she said he mad at her.
That would have denied it then.
Everybody know why he mad at her though.
For mentioning it.
Don't mention that shit. That's a long time ago.
That was fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? You unburying bones. I thought it was buried 30 years ago.
Now you got somebody like 50 Cent that make it fun of that shit.
Well, you can't compare it to this Wendy. You got to compare it to the old Wendy. Now,
Yeah.
you keep putting this current Wendy up there, then yeah, I'm gonna have to clown you. But her younger before all the surgeries and all that other shit, she was all right.
Some nigga had an interview with Method Man a little while ago when this went down. And Method Man went in on her ass.
All right now.
I'd like to know how you found that.
MTV.
MTV, what did they say?
They said that you were going through something with your wife. Like I think she was sick or something like that, right?
Oh?
Is she all right
Now,
now?
I'd
though?
like to thank Wendy Williams for bringing that to the masses because she didn't have to go on the radio and say that shit. I like to keep stuff like that private, but yeah, she was sick.
But everything's all right now. All right.
Better than what it was.
Well, then that's what's up.
Well,
man.
definitely
That's what's
better
up.
than what it was.
That's what's up, man. I know a lot of us go through it. You know what I
I
mean?
be feeling like, yo, that ain't nobody fucking business right there, though. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel about it and shit. That's her business. She didn't want anybody to know about it. You know what I'm saying? And I respected her wishes right there. So for the media to bring that and put that shit out there like that, I think that shit is mad tacky and disrespectful.
Yeah, well, you know what? We won't even run that, man. So don't even worry.
No,
about
y'all
it.
can run that. I want that to be ran. I'm talking about as far as the way it was done in the beginning, because she's past all that now. But when it was going on and all that.
Now, we know Method Man's wife, she had cancer at the time. She haven't told anybody, but Shorty told everybody and shit.
She was when she came through the picture.
Oh, so she went on the show and said the mess or something. Oh yeah, that's why he married her.
Said she was sick. She was going through chemo, but she haven't told her family yet. So Wendy brought that shit up. So he probably been mad.
The husband can't say nothing. You damn sure.
But how did she know?
Yeah, somebody leaked that shit.
Somebody leaked it to her.
That nigga was fucking her. That's what the fuck she knew.
Unless he leaked it to her.
Yeah, now? Leaked it to her when he was leaking to her. When he was leaking, he leaked it.
Them ugly joints be having that good box, though.
I think she supposed to be cute back in the day, man. I think I don't remember.
You remember?
Cause I don't remember. I know she probably been on the radio or some shit, but I don't remember.
She cute, right?
Yeah, she was on the radio, but when I first saw her, so it was an episode of Martin.
For real?
Yeah, it was one episode of Martin where everybody was from different radio shows. Remember, he was on the radio show too.
Oh.
Donnie Simpson was there.
Yeah.
There's some chick, I forgot who was the chick. It was like a bunch of motherfuckers.
Probably cheekbones too, dog.
My only problem, like I told y'all, is she don't put the shit on herself. I don't like that shit. And I don't like people that go for shit for clicks and views. And just they don't care about the life that they doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like even YouTubers do it. It's like they forget about life itself just for views and clicks and shit. They just want people to do it with them. Like people that lost their sense too and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, nigga, you need to wake the fuck up out of that YouTube trance. You know what I'm saying, dog?
That's how she make her money though. Yeah. So how you gonna tell them somebody not to eat?
Nah, not eat like when you just start talking about people
That's her whole
unnecessarily.
gimmick. She just talk about people.
Nah.
That's her whole gimmick.
It's one way to do it, and then it's another trashy way. She do it the trashy way.
Don't matter. She getting paid the normal way. She comfortable living with it. Maybe that's her way. That was her way in.
That man wife cussed her ass out.
Yeah, man, she had all right to do that.
2 days ago. Long ass tweet. I don't even sit here and read that shit so long. God dang.
I thought you were gonna get like 180 characters in each.
Yeah, she said she's sick of this bitch and all types of shit. She ain't say nothing back in the day, but now she gonna say something and all types of shit. Like, dang. I think Shorty only doing it because she have a documentary.
I know, you gotta bring viewers. So of course you're gonna look at it to see if they put Method Man in there and did they smash.
I heard they did.
It's like the Spinnerella shit. Spinner got kicked out of it. So now she on everything in the world telling them motherfuckers, hey, ain't get it down.
We're gonna get to
They're gonna shame her.
They're
gonna shame Salt-N-Pepa the Pace.
Get to that. But y'all ever heard anybody go in on Wendy Williams and just them two go at it and somebody just shut her the fuck up?
No, she keep going.
She always talking about people.
Yeah.
Somebody.
So I want y'all to listen to Judge Matthews came on her show, right? Now, in the middle of this shit right here, Judge Matthews was going through a problem with the tabloids. You know, back then tabloids was the shit. And tabloids had him and his wife on the joint. You know her. You know what I'm saying? That she was the queen tabloid.
Yeah, she'll pop up with something like, I heard your wife grew a penis.
Yeah, no? And you know that's Judge Mathis though, nigga.
He'll go on your
man. You better stop playing. Hey,
that man old school.
So
did your ass last year just fainted for smoking that crack shit?
If you was a motherfucking Wendy Williams lover, I advise you to push mute. It's mute time for you. You know what I'm saying? That because what I'm about to show you is her and Judge Matthew going at it. First, he come on the show. Everything was normal. You know what I'm saying?
When did this episode come in?
This when she had the radio.
Oh yeah.
So, and she take it to us somewhere where he didn't like. Put it like that. Hey, again, if you like Wendy Williams and love her of her, push mute.
She's a cocaine addict and a bisexual. If that's the type of the details.
When it first come on, there's some dude on her with her. I think it's her engineer or something. He gonna be talking too, but I don't know who he is.
That a sober house is another word for a drug rehab. So if you grew up in Detroit and you watch Judge Mathis, you know he quick for calling somebody a crackhead, man. And if you don't know that Wendy Williams and Judge Mathis they had like a little ongoing beef in the past, then check out this clip.
what happened was when she picked the red card, I showed her. I said, "You know more about the streets than me now. I'm out the streets and you in it." Because she was right and I was wrong with the 3-card market.
If I had some cards, I would ask you to do that too. I don't feel as if there's anything wrong with that, Judge,
No,
because
let
you
me
know
out
why?
the streets.
Well,
I'm
look,
through with the
I want to
streets.
talk with you because here on this show, whether it's TV or radio, one thing that Wendy Williams does is keep it real with her audience. Now, my audience knows all about me and what I've been through, and what they don't know, I go into explicit details in my book. Now, that might not be true according to you about this woman that allegedly you slept with.
Wendy,
You allegedly
Wendy, I
got
don't
her
know
pregnant.
her.
Listen to just
her pregnant.
let me draw up the
I didn't even
skeleton,
read that
Judge,
part.
and
I
then
didn't
you
read that
fill
part.
in the meat.
Wendy, I didn't read that part. Now you making that up.
Okay, let me
My
draw.
BLS about to be sued for defamation. You gonna make some stuff up
Okay,
here
Judge,
that
you
wasn't
are
even alleged.
okay.
Now, that's called
All right.
defamation.
All right.
That's called defamation, Wendy.
Okay.
She did not allege that.
All right, look.
I'll tell you what she alleged. It wasn't that.
All right, you tell me what she alleged, Judge, in all of your anger.
I'm not angry.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I'm not angry.
Okay.
She
Go
said
ahead.
that she had an encounter with me where I was getting high
during cocaine.
Yeah, doing
Brought to you
cocaine,
by
which you've been addicted
Classic
to most of your
Throwback
life and
TV.
still addicted to based on your nasal passages and all these days you're missing at work. And out of the bathroom right while I'm here in the studio. As I told you, I've never used
New York
cocaine
City,
in
are you
my
following
life.
me?
Listen, I've never used cocaine in my life.
Okay, well,
never in my
tell
life.
me what else she alleged,
So,
Judge.
She also alleged that I asked her to sleep with my wife.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. And so, and if you want to believe that ridiculous nonsense, you feel free to. But and you want to keep fueling it when no one else has even asked me about it.
Nobody else keeps it real like
everyone in
this.
the media knows that tabloids print trash, but every week that they pay people to come up with you or anyone in this studio to go to a tabloid and tell them, I want to sell you a story on someone, and they'll buy it.
Right.
And if that's the type of stuff that you fuel on your show,
And
feel free to. But I don't know what else you want me to tell you.
I also
other
got
than
it.
I didn't do it.
I also
and
got
I
it
have
from
nothing to do with it. And I don't know the woman, never met her, never used cocaine. Now, let's talk about fueling your stuff. You, on the other hand, have admitted to being addicted to cocaine.
Absolutely.
Secondly, you continue to show symptoms of your addiction.
Okay.
Lastly,
What
I
are those
heard that
symptoms? Tell me.
These nasal passages you keep
Yes.
coughing up.
And I did
Secondly,
Afrin, and I did
This
Afrin.
eternal cold that you continue to have.
Yes,
that you
yes.
can't have to come to work because every other week, and now you even stupid so low as to blame it on your baby, your newborn. How low can you get? That's about as low as you can get to blame your child for your cocaine addiction. And then, lastly,
Judge.
your bisexual activity. I'm sure your audience want to know about that. I've heard that rumor.
I'm sure
And
my husband would
finally,
love that.
Yeah. Oh, he watches? Does he watch when you do it?
Yes, don't you know?
No, I don't know. I didn't know you were that low down. Lastly, we can continue with what I heard about all those abortions. Like 8. You had 8 abortions.
Oh, shit. Oh,
That's
he
the
did.
rumor.
He-
Now you want to keep
Interesting.
fueling that? Did you
Oh,
write
he
about
did.
that in
He
your
dug
book?
in
I
that
wrote
shit.
about abortion in my book.
All 8
Yes.
of them?
Yes, I,
8?
I have an abortion. Unlike you, Judge, I'll be
worst.
smarter
I
about
think
my
these
book. I don't
sponsors
reveal
continue to-
everything for
all your
free.
sponsors
People
continue
must
to-
buy my book to
all
get
your
the information
sponsors
that they need to
continue
get.
finance this radio show knowing that you had 8 abortions, a cocaine addict, and a bisexual. Sponsors continue to put up money for this show.
You know what, Judge? You are
better watch out for
protesting.
the anti-abortion crowd. I can tell you that.
Let me just say
Watch
this.
out for them. You better say something to them. Don't explain to me.
let me say
You ain't no
something.
trial with me.
Let me
Don't be
say
no trial
something
with.
to you and to
Yeah.
everybody listening.
Go right ahead.
You are the.
You thought you were gonna get me on here and hijack me.
You
But
are
got
the
wrong
Tyson
person.
Beckford.
You got the wrong person, dog.
You are
You
the
got
Tyson
wrong
Beckford
guy.
of the protest.
I'm not some of these soft guys you done had on here that you think you can talk anything to. I come from the hardest streets of America. And if you think you're gonna send me back to the streets fueling these nonsensical rumors that come in
I'm
a
not
tabloid,
fueling
why don't
anything,
you
but
talk
I'm
about
just
the other
listening.
tabloid article where I'm supposed to beating up the Reverend, me and Reverend Jackson jumped on a preacher in L.A. You didn't see that?
No.
Or you just too fixated on drugs and sex to discuss that? Is that your problem?
I
'Cause you
didn't
got
see
a
that
real
one.
fixation with drugs and sex, and
No.
that's all you talk about, from what I understand.
Sex.
on your show.
Listen
And now
to
we
the
know
beatdown.
why you had all those 8 abortions.
Ouch!
My God, do you have any spirituality in you?
Ouch!
Tell us about church. What church did you go
Stop
to?
the
Because you ain't God in
fight!
your life.
Tell us about the beatdown.
Stop the
And I'm
fight!
mad. Anyone that knows my show know that I don't take any disrespect.
Jeez.
When I let anybody say anything they want
Stop
to me
the
without
fight.
me checking them real strong and real tough.
Stop the fight for real, my nigga. He baked that bitch.
Like hot clam. He had more ammo take too.
That nigga said, how many abortions you had? 8 abortions?
He went up there.
Because they stopped you after like 4.
So what he did was he was prepared.
Oh my God.
He knew he was gonna go walk into some shit on her radio show.
My nigga said,
she had like 4 ass.
my nigga
No,
said,
he knew. He came up there. He came up there prepared.
Yeah, he just ready to put that shit throw his shit out there, but not hers.
my nigga said, okay, let's get to your issue.
You want fuel shit? Let's fuel
He
your
said, you gonna fuel shit. We gonna fuel you.
Oh my God.
You had
some big file.
You had relationships with a
oh my God.
did he say transsexual?
Nah.
Oh, he said her husband have people in that joint with him. That nigga said, she said, oh, everybody already know. He said, oh, everybody already know you had people in there with you? Oh, she said, you ain't know. He said, I ain't know you that dirty down low.
Low down.
He said low there. Said ain't nobody thought that down.
Nah, I didn't know you was that damn low there. Oh shit. He
Yeah.
went in on that bitch, Slim.
Now people that was going on that tried to do that, try to go on what Mathis, don't do it.
No, but that nigga
Don't do
said,
it.
let's give you a drug condition. And she said, what you mean? Your nasal passage. What's the shit you keep dripping out?
He said, what's the shit that keep dripping out your nose and you keep blaming your baby for it?
Oh my God, Slim.
Yeah, he went too wild.
Hey, dog.
Yeah, calm the fuck down, Judge.
Stop playing, Slim. You could have just hit her with one of those, yo. You had to hit her with all that shit.
Man, he went
Oh
the
my
way,
God.
He went all the way through the motherfucking tunnel.
That nigga said, and four. You had 8 abortions? That bitch said, oh, well, everybody already
He
knows.
said, that's all you come up here and talk about, sex and drugs.
You fixated with that shit, ain't you?
If you like she was supposed to, she got roasted.
Oh my God, Slim.
He reversed it. And then
I never done cocaine.
Oh my God.
He reversed it. You see how he versed that shit.
And then they let her talk no more.
She couldn't talk no more.
She couldn't talk. And then the people that was on the
God.
show with her, they was there cracking up.
Oh my
on her.
God. They even asked the bitch, why you ain't saying nothing back? Like, oh my God. Man said, she can't say shit. She high. Oh my God. That nigga went in.
She was in the bathroom before I got here. I was like, damn.
He said, while I'm sitting here, she went to the bathroom 4 times. I was like, oh my God. That nigga went indecent on that bitch too, Slim. I just gotta hear a little bit more.
And that's what you getting today, Wendy. You're getting a real good check-in. All right, which is what you need. And quite frankly, it's overdue. You get folks on your show and you just think you can talk and say anything you want to them. Well, that's what I do on my show. And my show has higher ratings than yours. So I'm trumping
Very
you today.
interesting
I'm
part of it.
trumping you today.
No, you're not
And I'm
trumping
letting
me,
you know
Judge.
that you're going to have to listen.
You're actually not trumping anything. What me and my audience talk about we talk about on a regular basis.
No, you ain't talking all that shit, bitch.
It's actually very comical to me. All of the protesting you're doing, it's almost like, you know that saying, thou dost protest too much?
Being checked.
You know?
You understand me clearly. This is called when you think that you can just treat people unfairly and say what you want.
I am not saying what I want to you. I simply asked you about this woman, and you immediately jumped
to
the height of protestivity
I tell you
about something.
I
WBLS.
immediately told you that it was untrue. And I told you that it was tabloid trash, which all public figures have to endure.
Right.
And then you continue to want to talk about it for 10 more minutes. And I informed you that you were fueling rumors by continuing to talk about it,
No,
thereby
'cause I wanted to
damaging my reputation.
No,
and
no,
I'm not
no.
going to let you do that.
I just
when you're
wanna-
trying to do that, you're going to get checked every time you do it. Are you clear on that? Or do I have to continue checking you over and over? Because I will. As long as I'm here and as long as you get out of order, I will check you.
So
Yeah.
So you don't know this woman.
There you go again. Are you still getting high? 'Cause I saw you in the bathroom looking like you were getting high. In fact, you got white powder around your nose.
Okay, can you better talk
Doesn't look like she got white powder.
the VH1
You got
cameras?
powder around your nose. Let's take a look. It looks like you got white powder to me around your nose.
I don't know whether
I'm a dope fiend. I need to check you in the rehab and pray for you.
Oh no.
You need help, sweetie.
Let's all get along.
Turn to Christ. He'll
Okay.
save you.
All right.
Oh my
Go to
God.
Where my nigga cards at?
You picked the wrong one this time, Wendy. That's all.
No, I picked the right one, baby.
That's right. You want to build your ratings up on me.
This is
You want
like
to build your
this is
ratings
like
up on a real star.
absolutely
That's
not.
right, baby.
Look, after this is over, are you and I still cool?
I kiss you now. We cool now.
No, I don't cheat on my husband. You know,
That's right.
you
just
know.
screw other women in front of him.
Oh.
That's what you admitted to a minute ago. Remember, you just said he watches while you screw
No.
women.
Oh.
Is that what you said on the air? Your listeners heard you. You want to deny it now?
She did say that.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it?
Artie,
It's tough dealing with a
can
real
you
one.
please
When
just
you're used to dealing with fakes.
okay?
It's tough
I just
dealing
need
with a
somebody to
real
weigh in on this. Artie, weigh in on exactly what is going on here
She
because you're
said,
here
I
every
need
day. You
somebody-
know how I deal with my listeners, and you know, can we take phone calls?
She need help.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's take phone calls. We'll take them right now.
Yes, sir.
And damn it, nobody curse. We need phone calls right now. Judge, you need to have you have headphones on. Okay. Hi, BLS, you're on the air. Hello? Is this the day that you
Hello?
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 Hi.
She needs
Hi.
your help. She
You're
needs your
on.
help. Wendy needs your help.
I got you, Wendy. I got you.
Now turn your radio down. You're on the
She
radio.
said,
with,
I got
Louise and
you,
Judge
Wendy.
Mathis.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Some broad called in.
Next. Lolo. The super people, super
She
friends.
needs your help. She
Fan out.
needs your help.
Hi, BLS.
Hello,
Hi.
is this Wendy?
Yeah.
Hey, Wendy, this is Valerie calling from the Bronx.
Hi, Valerie.
Hi, first time I get through to you.
How you doing?
Good, good. I'm listening to your interview with Judge Mathis.
Yeah.
What's up with him? He's going off on you.
That's right. I sure am because she's spurring untrue rumors trying to damage my reputation.
I am not
And I'm
spurring them. We're
very-
dispelling
Yes, she is.
them.
No. You've tried to talk about it for 20
No,
minutes.
we're
Yes, you have.
We're trying to
And you
dispel
did it
them.
with Chris Rock for 2 hours. Thought I wasn't going to hear about it, and I did. So I couldn't wait to get here to check you to your face. Sweetie,
told
this is what
you.
I do on
He
television
came up
every
there
day. And thank you
prepared.
for watching.
That's
That's what I do. So I'm real. I am who I
And
am.
Wendy,
I'm on the
yes,
phone
with
when I
you.
do
You
on
haven't been
television.
able
He came
to
up
come
there
back on
prepared.
him.
You heard what Shorty said? Wendy, what's up with you? You ain't, you ain't be able to say nothing. Hey, listen to Shorty though. She just trying to figure out what's happening with Wendy. Yeah?
That's what I do. So I'm real. I am who I
And
am.
Wendy,
I'm on the
yes,
phone
with
when I
you.
do
You
on
haven't been able to
television.
come back on him.
No, she can't. You know what? Judge me her. She too high.
That nigga said no.
No, she can't because she's too high.
Oh my God.
I told you he came up there prepared. He
He
said,
went
"Yeah, I
in
heard-
on that bitch.
He
Lil.
said, you invited me on the show. I heard the shit for 2 hours about Chris Rock.
Oh my
Going on him
God.
all for 2 hours. You ain't gonna do that to me.
That's crazy. Slim.
Oh, by the way, are you high? I know you high.
That nigga funny as shit, Slim. Stop playing.
He came up there prepared.
That nigga say,
He did his research.
Then he hit her with that bitch with that 8 abortion joint. That thing fucked her up.
Yeah, that was it.
That nigga said, I mean, yeah, 8 abortions? Damn. You know, you that damn trifling.
I said, I didn't know you was that damn low down. God damn. You got 8 abortions. You getting high.
Oh my God, my nigga.
You got people running in your husband's bedroom. What's
Oh
going
yeah,
on?
that too. Oh my God, he aired her out, yo. I'm sorry, sir. Hey, you can come back if you love Wendy. You can come back now. You know what I'm saying? Though? Good God Almighty.
Yeah, he went on the bag.
He fried that bitch up, you know, for
I
real.
don't know how we missed that one.
But I watched most of the documentary. I ain't see all of it and shit, right? You know what I'm saying? But
I ain't see that.
I don't like the fact that she executive producer and director, help director, whatever the fuck. That's too much input. Cause I mean, you gonna block out the good shit, the shit that we want to hear. Like all that shit Miss Matthews was just talking about. You ain't gonna have that shit in there for us to see and shit, yeah. Like I think she said she only had what, 3 abortions, right, or some shit like that. She ain't never say 8.
You can't have 8, dog. This shit is impossible. They're gonna stop you at like 4.
Because your uterus
Depends on why you get an abortion though. If it's for your health,
unless your uterus is already pounded.
After like 4, maybe 5. I think 4 most states.
because I remember on TV one time talking about she brought a baby and the baby was almost born when she had it and lost it. Some shit she was on TV one time talking about she was pregnant. But 8 of them is a ton of fucking abortions, dog. Fuck what you heard. Like he said, damn, I ain't know you that damn low down. You get 8 abortions out this motherfucker. What the fuck wrong with you?
I know back in the day, you have an unlimited amount of abortion.
Nah, that shit is bad for your health, though.
Yeah, it is. And then they used to do homemade abortions back in the day too, with clothes.
You don't want to do those. When I just light the end of this lighter and bend your ass over, girl. We're gonna get this thing out of here.
With a wire clothes hanger and a pot of hot water and some towels.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we need certain politicians instead of the ones that go back to the ice age and shit. No abortions type ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? But damn, Wendy. Shouts out to you. Got the little documentary going on and shit. You know what I'm saying? You getting all their money off that joint. You know what I'm saying? You fuck Method Man and shit. You told everybody about that. Didn't put it in the documentary, but that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That she said she took this nigga off and bathed him. Really though?
Said it was a one night stand.
Yeah.
That might be the ocean, dog. You never know, dog. She had that wet.
But I'm starting not to believe that when you start saying you bathed him. Now, how many one night stands is a
How
baby?
great is it that we get to
start
tell everybody
bathing
how
each other?
Liberty
You know what I'm
Mutual
saying? A one night stand is what that is. When we start, it's enough time for you to bathe me? In this one night stand, dog?
In women juices, yes.
I mean, at that point, you might as well feed him grapes.
I think she said that. Let me see.
Oh Lord.
I think she said
Coke
that.
and I quit on my own. It took 4 days, and I was an 8-ball girl.
Wait,
by myself.
let me stop.
That was
I was an 8-ball girl. Good God.
For her to say she stopped smoking coke in 4 days, that bitch lying.
She said she was 8 balls.
And she was smoking 8 balls?
Woo.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Wendy. You bullshitting, Wendy, for sure now.
Yeah, Martha's right.
8 balls.
He said your nose is white now.
Wendy, for real. That's bullshit, dog. She quit smoking coke in 4 days.
You know how much an 8 ball is?
You going to binge in 4 days?
You know how much of an 8 ball that 8 ball is?
Wait. That bitch just lied, man. She said she's quit smoking coke. Smoking it.
She's still smoking.
In 4 days. 4 days. 4 days, I'm done.
That's why she passed out on the show.
Really? You quit smoking coke in 4? Really though? No help? None? No place to go? Nah.
And the way her life was,
nah, you ain't telling me
with
that.
her husband and shit, she
you tell that shit to somebody else right there.
She ain't quit.
That's I want to talk about, but go ahead.
You know, with that, the only thing I did, I smoked a blunt with with Method Man.
Why does she keep mixing those two up?
Because it's red and meth.
What is that about?
It's in with man.
Something wrong. Oh no, excuse me. She might have fucked Redman, don't even know.
While I gave him a bath, and it was a one-night stand.
Wait, what? Why would you give him a bath? What is that about? I came from the club. You giving him a bath?
So what you try to say is dick stink before you suck it?
First of all, they fuck more than once.
Yeah.
He'll deny it, maybe not. You know,
That wasn't in the movie.
It wasn't in the movie.
But why would he deny it though?
Yeah, he ain't denied it yet.
I ain't hearing that.
It wasn't in the movie because Redman, Method Man is still very angry at me.
We know why he mad, your dumb ass.
Because he talking about his wife.
Fuck you.
Yeah, a man said he used to fuck crackheads. So come on, he fuck Wendy.
Oh.
He used to do heads.
Yeah, Redman used to have big girls in.
Oh, he a chunky lover?
Yeah, he a chunky lover.
You said my man chunky lover though.
he do. He like chunkies.
He smashed the chunkies.
And the chunky monkeys. And Method Man, they was always getting high and shit.
Yeah. I don't know if he smoked. Oh, she said, I'm not gonna get into what he was using. See, she done snitch. She be snitching on all types of people, yeah. If it wasn't weed, why you say that?
Then that means we know that was
coke. It was something besides weed, exactly.
It's either coke or PCP.
You gotta read what people saying, exactly.
He look like a PCP.
He don't want nobody to know he was doing all that. He only say he do weed and drink.
He might be doing angel dust.
And then how y'all doing all this on one night stands? You done found out he do coke. You done gave him a bath.
You wouldn't be able to do.
We doing too much on this one night stand. All right, did you cook? Like, what the fuck happened here? Yeah, we doing too much with the one. Is this a 2-day stand?
Steak, eggs, and pancakes.
It's a 3-day stand? Fuck it, it's not a one night, man. We doing too much of this one night.
She popped this dick in her mouth.
Especially after drinking, clubbing. We doing a lot now. You know what I'm saying? She bullshitting, man.
OnlyFans, they got that second win.
Had to get that second win in.
That second win.
Fuck that. There's a lot of bullshitting going on. That's what's happening.
Got that third one. But
yeah. Third wins helps.
Yeah, third wins help.
Third win.
The first and second.
Anything is possible.
Method Man hit that joint again. These people disgusting. I'm gonna tell you some real shit.
No, stop that shit.
You can't even think about sex looking at Wendy.
Man, he fucked a crackhead.
Some fat crackhead is fat, man. You tripping that.
I'm just saying, that point that you went to that position, you got no pepper.
Wendy does not look.
She don't look presentable.
She look like a crackhead, really.
Yeah, now we not talking. Show the picture of 94.
Like that nigga said, they fund your shit after you smoke crack. You're a lesbian, live with your husband. Y'all fuck bitches, and they still pay for this after 8 abortions. Like, goddamn, you got a point.
He ran through that motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's because she got a story on her. I guess, sooner or later, she had to tell that story.
Nah.
But
that
you
bitch
can't tell that story. You talking about everybody else.
Everybody know what she's doing. She's trying to get the bread for the, you know what I'm saying, the documentary shit. She's trying to push that up. She could have been told us about some method, man. What you hold that for? Unless you lying. How you even hold that all this time? You talkative. You running around this mouth ass motherfucker we know. She held that for 20 years, my nigga. Fuck out of here. But I love, hey, Judge Matthews, you my man, dog. You know?
His wife called her a circus freak.
Yeah. Oh, she went in a long ass 2 long paragraphs. Fired her ass up. Not like not Judge Matthews. Good God Almighty.
Ooh.
That gotta go in the ring of.
She said no amount of plastic surgery can fix the ugliness.
Damn. Find her ass up.
And this is the wife, man.
Overtime, fire her ass up. But this bitch done said, cool, she get on TV and say, oh yeah, I gave him a bath. Bitch, we was together, ho. When you give him a fucking bath? You see what I'm saying? She don't realize how dumb that is she's saying. Let's do the timetables, ho. When you was getting your bath again? That's what his wife want to know now. When the bath take point? When you do this bath thing? You know what I'm saying? Ho? Nasty ass bitch. But I like my man Doug in there though. That's my man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't deny he fucked her up. You know what I'm saying?
You can't do that. You can't. Memphis, you can't expect you to try to go on him and you ain't gonna get nothing back. He gonna go on your ass.
Oh man.
He old school too. Old school. He old school going on you.
He torched that hoe.
He said, look at you now. You got the powder in your nose.
Yeah. Nigga said, I see some white shit around your nose now. You went in the bathroom 4 times while I'm sitting here. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh shit.
He fired that bitch a new hoe. For real. You gotta give him credit on that thing. I ain't never heard nobody fire her ass up like that.
Man, he said, I heard you talk about Chris Rock here for 2 hours. You ain't gonna do that to me.
You know?
He said, I got something for you.
What made it so funny was she was trying to set him up. She teed that joint up like, oh, all my fans know my life. And let's get into you. Do you know this lady? Like, no, bitch. Do you get high, ho? You still getting high? How many abortions you had? That bitch ain't want to talk no more, yeah.
Yeah, he hurt her feelings. And then you could hear in her voice that she about to cry.
Man, he took over that bitch show.
Sound like she about to cry,
Yeah, she did. She was like, oh, let me get some questions. Like he said, you looking for some help right now. That girl get on the joint like, hey, Wendy, what's wrong with you?
You gonna sit there and go on you like that? You gonna sit down back?
That's exactly what she said to you. Like, you gonna just let him do that? That nigga said, yeah, she high.
He said, yeah, she high.
Hey, that's my nigga, dog. That nigga fucked her up.
Don't y'all not gonna go. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you, but Mac is a fucking comedian. He's a judge and he's a comedian.
He torched that bitch a new asshole.
You gotta think about it. This motherfucker come up from Detroit.
Man. Shout out to everybody tuning in right now. This is the Third Perspective Podcast with Jay, Radical Rail, Rad B.I.D. Jones. That's rapping for you in that food. You know what I'm saying? We're on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook group. We appreciate everybody that download our podcast on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts at. You know what I'm saying, Doc? We're at 7,000 downplays, which is crazy. We up on our anniversary about to come up, which is crazier too. 26, you know what I'm saying? I remember when we first started, y'all remember Snitch 9 ass came on our motherfucking podcast. Tried to come in on a chat and shit, talking about who's this and all this bullshit. I told y'all then his career was gonna be over. We ain't heard from him since.
Oh, don't even get mentioned in it. Showtime doing a special with him sometimes this week.
Well, Snitch 9?
Yeah, talking about I think it's called the Villain or something.
Yeah, nobody fuck with that.
Some Snitch Down 9 Villain, some shit.
That nigga better turn pop, whatever the fuck that is.
This ain't easy. Somebody gotta do it.
You know? Snitching ain't easy. Somebody will do it. But this nigga right here, man, I'm not gonna let these white boys slide with their harassment and abuse either. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Now, Charles Manson is a crazy motherfucker. We already thought he was probably abusing bitches anyway. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
Marilyn Manson, not Charles.
Oh, shit. What did I say? I said Charles?
Yeah, Charles Manson.
Why the fuck I say Charles?
That's because he's another nut.
He's a nut, too, yeah. And they both Mansons. But, yeah.
No, his name is Brian something. Brian White or something. That's his real name. You know,
Which one? Who?
That one right there. Marilyn Manson's name is Brian.
Marilyn Manson. Each one's real name.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
stage name is Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, this motherfucker's a wild cat. He's one of those people that do sermons and shit, cut your damn stomach into a cross and put candles around and he doing that
like
weird.
so he did that cat.
Yeah, he into that weird shit. Yeah, boiling cats trying to think they come back alive and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like back in the day, you just looked at him like a cold freak anyway. But
When he first came out, I was like, who the fuck is this?
But again, like I say, we probably don't know nobody or look at them like they're a freak, but they famous because the other side of the country like them. You know what I'm saying? Like part of the country we don't know nothing about. Like the ones that ran in the Capitol type motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But my man here, folks, is trying to say he harassed her and abused her in the marriage and shit. But they call this nigga Marilyn Manson an American singer, songwriter, record producer, actor, painter. All right, let's back up. Actor in what?
He started using Sons of Anarchy.
He was in there.
Yeah, he was in the last.
He was in something else now I'm starting to think about too. He was in some other shit.
Yeah, he did some other shows.
Not good, but he was there. I remember his face. Painter. Really? What are you talking about?
He does golf paint.
And I don't even think he do any producing.
Yeah, he did.
Record producing.
He produced people off the gothic side. Shit, you wouldn't listen to. He does.
He be having, he one of those type of people that be having them songs that they be rocking to. They're like, die, 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 die. Die, 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 kill you, kill, stab you in your neck.
You know?
You know, shit like that.
Inaccurate, okay. You got confused.
Say it again, though. They do be doing that. I don't know what it be like. If you slow it down, they be saying murder yourself and all that shit. If you flip around backwards and shit, tell
He's
you.
more of a sorrow type thing. The world is always me type.
Yeah, he had a group, him and his guitars named Daisy. There's a group they had together. I don't remember none of his music. I just remember his face though.
He was out around
He was like
the time of
American Culture.
Yeah, Eminem. Eminem hit the scene. He was a year before him.
But they call him a serial killer. Wow.
Damn.
I think he was
Sex symbol and a serial killer. What the fuck?
because he had his rib removed so he didn't suck all pleasure.
Well,
he had his rib removed so he could give himself fellatio.
Yeah, he did. He do stuff like that.
Yeah, that's just him. I mean,
you
dude,
mean fellatio?
He said fellatio.
Oh, I'm on my TI shit, dog. Don't be like that, dog. But yeah, you had to be around. You was probably young in the late 90s. That's when he really hit his shit.
I would see what I used to figure when he came out, when he first came out, I used to watch Monday Night Raw, and that commercial used to come on non-fucking stop with that first album that came out.
Yeah. I think it's one of the seasons with Disposable Teens. So yeah, since you brought wrestling up, he would be like a Brood. That's what his cult, that's what his people were. So you know how emotional them niggas was? That's how you was.
Yeah, drinking blood and shit.
So when they was hype, the rest of the world, everybody had the big high heel boots and just like the niggas in the Matrix with the long trench coats and shit. That's him. But all that shit was 98, 99.
Something like a motherfucking Dracula or something.
Yeah, it was all
It was like Brian Hugh Warner is his real name. He born in 1969. He 52. He born in Ohio.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah. And when the Columbine shit happened, they blame him because the kids who shot up listened to him. And then Eminem came out with defense of him. Everybody. After that, they tried to cancel him after that.
Hard rock, shock rock, industrial rock.
Yeah, it's all pop.
Metal.
Pop.
Metal. And metal.
Shit they talking about is that other shit where they screaming and arguing shit when they bite the head off.
That's what it sounds
He
like.
wasn't that hard though. He was into self-pleasure and being different, like different to the extreme. Makeup, white face, and lipstick. He was just a phase, you know what I'm saying?
So why would he have a wife if you like to suck his own dick?
Sometimes you like to give yourself a hand job. There you go.
Yeah, y'all do that. Y'all definitely do that.
Don't say y'all, you did too.
Nah, I tell you, y'all do that shit. Y'all be doing all that.
I'd rather do that than suck my own dick.
Oh yeah.
Hey, sometimes you like that.
What will make you even think about that? You gay. You gay.
Fuck. You gay is your opinion.
Yeah. But
so you gay and you suck your opinion.
you gotta be gay. What made you think of that?
You not exploring your sexuality?
You gay because you thought of that, first of all.
You thought of that?
And then you went to a stranger to try to get it done.
where you be good day at?
What's that white boy you say? Get her done. You try your best to do that now. There you go.
He tried, he did it.
You try to satisfy yourself with yourself.
You got that rib out there.
You try to satisfy yourself with yourself. How the fuck you do that shit?
Self-pleasure, the pleasure out there, though.
But this nigga, his music was what? What, 1990? His first album came out? That wasn't, I didn't think it was 1990.
He was.
It was Portrait of an American Family. That was the name of the joint. Yeah, Mechanical Animals or some shit. It went platinum though. Oh, I say some shit, man.
1990?
He had a Grammy too.
No, I think that second one like 93 or something.
No, I'm talking the first one he ever came out.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
Yeah. I remember watching Monday Night Raw.
You bring that up and you see the album coming.
And then goddamn, they keep playing the damn, it was that, and they kept playing the fucking Karate Fighters commercial.
He was in Bowling for Columbine?
Yeah.
That's what they had.
Because I told you they blamed them. They was like scratching CDs and all of that shit.
And they tried to cancel.
Yeah, because apparently the Trench Coat Mafia was him. Y'all remember all that.
Niggas say he tried to cancel him.
Right, but cancel before canceling was
You know?
They blamed them and all the music artists stood up for him and defended them. Corn, all of them, they just helped him out.
Well, his ex-wife, his name is Dita Vaughn, Tease. Well, she said he abused her ass back in the day, 7 years when they were together. So, she 48.
All right. Damn, he didn't look like the abuser. I ain't know. I thought he was controlling, but not abusing. But control is a form of.
Well, again, you can't just off-right just believe anybody that's, I don't know, man. It's some of this stuff, man, you just got, you need evidence for it. I'm sorry. Girls now just saying stuff. You don't know if they just making it up no more. Because everybody just jumps to conclusions. Then you had no time to even figure out was that true or not.
That shit you ain't listen to. They blame it on Marilyn. Where were the parents at?
I had no bullshit. But we just ain't letting these white boys get away with it anyway. You know what I'm saying? You're abusing us. We're going to put y'all out there too, motherfucker. We going to be ragging.
Why you kids ain't white or black?
Ragging niggeros all day. We're not going to be ragging niggas like T.I. and all that motherfucker all day either. We're going to put some crackers on it too. They do it. They do that too. They do that too. They get alleges.
They actually do it worse than
400 years to perfect that shit.
Yeah, they just get away with it a whole lot. Especially like this motherfucker like that. That nigga they play for he don't play for nobody now. He beat the
like the kicker from the New York Giants.
Oh.
One of the kickers from a couple years ago.
And they were screaming all it. Oh.
He was fucking his wife up. Cause him and what was his name? They used to play for Carolina. Was doing that shit at the same time. Greg Hardy.
Yeah, and him too. He tried to bring him back.
Oh yeah.
He was tripping. He putting guns on bitches, assault rifle guns.
Then he gets on the interview and say guns are blazing.
But they say this nigga used a taser on his girl, yeah?
What the fuck? And
no, he choked her out and made unconscious.
And who did that?
Him, Chad.
Yeah, he's 300 something.
Chad Willer.
She's like 150. Of course he choked her out.
Choked her completely out, man.
Fucked her up too.
Dislocated her arm.
You still alive?
Dislocated her arm, dog.
You see the fucked up thing about it. They don't put this shit right here out like that.
Chad Willer, that nigga 6'8", 315 pounds.
Like they don't throw dirt on this as hard as they do if black people was abusing they want. This kid is a white guy and black people.
They had to tase him to lock his ass up.
Oh yeah, that's they tased him, huh? They give him a warning shot to the chest. It's 4 warning shots to the chest like they did my man in Wisconsin. They shot that nigga 4 times. Now he paralyzed.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
And this 315-pound mass murderer right here, you ain't getting him 2 shots in the leg, 1 to the head, something like that?
Nah, it's just similar like when Black Lives Matter walked the street to peacefully protest and white people storming the Capitol. It's just like that.
Just like that?
Just like that.
And that's the way it is.
You know?
Yeah, Tupac was right.
But damn,
that's the way it
Slim.
is.
Slim. And you know you're gonna let them go immediately. So when they be in the news, it could be formula player. You know what I'm saying? They won't be having your name attached to that shit.
And then they're gonna sweep the shit under the rug, and then he gonna recycle back into meat line.
Dislocated arm? Shit.
The chick call is gonna be on him. You can try if you want to.
Unconscious though?
Yeah, you beat it too bad.
Jeez. I don't know how you gonna get out of that one, player.
Unless you come up and say, oh, it was my fault. I made him do it.
Them white boys be fucking with our sisters, man. Y'all don't know what y'all getting into when y'all do that, man. This is the best pussy on earth. It's gonna make you act some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Now, y'all not ready for that. We built for it. We was born to fuck with that. You know what I'm saying?
The only problem is you better watch out for her brothers. Go get her brothers on your ass.
You know? Of all this bullshit.
Fuck you up. It's gonna catch you slipping.
That'd be fucked up though, yeah.
You'll call brother. Hey,
You gonna get all the brothers and shit.
This is where he be at. Fuck him up.
You know? Slap his ass.
Dislocate his ass.
And they said dislocate his ass though, man. Especially the white boy after beating the shit out of Charlotte. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
I know allegedly about that motherfucker picture saying allegedly out the window.
Yeah, he allegedly.
Yeah, that face is fucked up. That face is fucked up, though.
Ain't no way she did that to herself.
I was about to say that.
She couldn't do that to herself.
That is fucked up, though.
That's not cool.
I was very upset. This
Shit. That's the one that didn't play. But I wanted to ask y'all about but we had touched on it a little bit earlier and shit.
I saw that. I saw the salt and pepper joint.
You looked at it? What you think about the joint?
The beginning of it, they had Spinnerella in and out of it, and they got her as a certain. They got her as a certain way, but the fucked up thing about it, I was trying to catch up on it because they have 2 girls that look fucking exactly the same. I was trying to figure out which one is who. I'm talking about.
Join Spinnerella?
Yeah, on the documentary.
Yeah.
They had one who was Salt, who was the light skinned one. The green one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had the other one that played Spinnerella. And they looked fucking, and the 2 actresses that played these parts, they looked exactly alike. One was fat as shit though.
I used to like Spinnerella when I was little. I ain't like the rest of them. But she ain't do anything.
Just been records.
I mean, me personally, I don't think she deserve anything. It's shit is over. Them days over. Like, we making appearances now at Salt and Pepper. There's no need for a Spinnerella to be tagging along for anything.
It's all one part of the group. That's what you're trying to say.
But see,
like even if we perform, it's nothing you can do.
I disagree with that because remember, Escape tried to do that. They tried to put new members in there that they didn't know who the fuck it was, and then they just like, no, we're not going to watch the phony Escape. We're going to watch the real Escape. So all the original girls got together, had to squash their beef, they got back together, and now they kicking it. You know what I'm saying? You can't, have no Salt Pepper with no Spinnerella, man. It just be them 2 and no Spinnerella.
I mean, far as like,
because they've been cuffed to the hip for 30 fucking years, 40 years almost. You can't just say that. You just can't say you could do a tour without no Spinnerella. I don't think you're gonna sell out like that.
Like R&B, Rakim, right?
R&B, Rakim, yeah.
You gotta show. I mean, Rakim would just go anywhere by himself. He don't need R&B.
Yeah, he do.
To do what? So therefore, he go on stage. Y'all see him by himself. Y'all don't see him all the time with no R&B. R&B don't be there all the time. There's no need for him. Literally. Like when they go on shows and shit, it just be him. You don't need Spinnerella. Really, don't need no Spinnerella. You really don't need her, dog. What, they got 2 songs and shit at the most? You might want to bring her along. Shit.
I think they got like 4 good albums.
Yeah, ain't like you got a whole big ass catalog that you want. Like, no. You probably need this bitch anyway to help y'all sing this little bit of shit y'all got. But like, far as like, I don't think she deserve anything far as I'm concerned. Like, no. Like, me and her go out and book something now for Salt and Pepper. I don't think that money goes to you no more. That shit over. You Spinderella. We can just call ourselves Salt and Pepper and forget all that other shit.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just salt and pepper.
Yeah.
No,
You know?
no,
Pepper
man.
and salt.
Pepper salt.
We don't need to Spinderella shit. This 2021.
It out in different ways for me as I mean I definitely had depressions about it, bouts. I've had self-esteem issues. I had confidence issues. On this show that I did on OWN last year,
Love Goals.
Love Goals, I shared with the therapist Spirit. If you saw that, you saw me having my voice issues. Like I couldn't even speak. It was just
Was it because it was chipping away at your confidence and your like it was trickling now over into your relationship?
it was trickling into my relationship, and thankfully I had, a great supporting
She
partner.
still look good though.
And he knew
She look
it
the
was
same.
just hard. It was communication issues. It was a lot. Let me tell you what it does to you. It makes you feel less than a person. It makes you feel inferior. You have an inferior complex. You have you have confidence issues. You have low self-esteem. Never believing that I was good enough. Never, like, always having to overprove, and never getting that acknowledgement. So yeah, those things those are the effects of that behavior. From there's no encouragement. When there's no encouragement, how do you expect the seed to grow? How do you plant a seed back in 87 and then not water it?
So going back to the girls,
87.
Who's driving it? Somebody has to be driving it. Peppa, Salt, is it somebody behind the scenes, behind the group, attorneys, agents? Like, who do you think is driving this? Because what I find interesting is there was a period of time when you first started with the group where you were in the background with the music, doing the DJing, and even though you were in all the visuals and all that, and then you came much further in the forefront, performing, writing, rapping. And I personally think that's because you were the fan favorite. I mean, fans were in love. I remember the era. Fans were in love with Spinderella. I never thought of Salt and Pepper without thinking of you. So who's behind it, driving this?
Well, who does it look like's behind it, driving it?
Tell us.
Well, in the recent interviews, Salt seems a little salty, and Peppa just wants to talk about Peppa. So it seems like it's Salt.
I don't even think she know.
They have their name as the bosses. They have said, I am the boss. I make the deals. I sign the checks. If you saw the show, they made it clear who is the boss. So who makes decisions? It's the two of them. And
Y'all agree with that though? I mean, sure.
And honestly, you guys, all you got to do is just look. You can see it. It's really not that deep.
Where are you at with it now? I mean, now that they have this Lifetime doc, which is part of what your goal was as a group, play out without you, where are you at with it?
I don't know, man. I don't think they should carry her though.
I'm about to say, dog, she was dead.
But
That's what I'm saying.
And it's like y'all, and you been on respect, and you gonna let that slide?
Y'all
That's
been
some bitch shit.
y'all
On principle,
been-
they should have her in there.
y'all been around for 30 years, and then all of a sudden y'all just poop because what? For what?
I don't know. And obviously, they don't hang with her for some reason.
It don't matter. The point is, she was a part of the group, whether it was a relevant part.
And then
she was
them
still a
two,
part.
them two was beefing at one point. Salt and pepper.
Well, she said how both of them had a name on something. That's the confusing part. Like, how both of them on running stuff. That don't make any sense. Somebody gotta be signing shit.
Relationship.
Well, according to the movie, Salt boyfriend was their manager.
Oh Lord.
Her lover?
The first one.
Oh, Lord.
Then they had to go to court. They had to sue him to get out of their contract.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
And he got his ass whooped. He got his ass whooped trying to, because the dude that he was trying to make a deal with put fake salt and pepper, had their voice up there like Milli Vanilli, and trying to lip sync the motherfucking song.
That's crazy.
So he goes in there, he try to be Mr. Super Nigga, bust the show up, and then they chased his ass out the motherfucking joint and whooped his ass.
Right.
Then Salt came out there, hey, what's going on? I beat your ass and your ass too. And she got punched right in the face.
Salt?
Yeah. She got punched right in the face. Boom! Fell right in that damn snow.
That's what it's about for me.
So the Salt and Pepper's being honored at the 2021 Grammys. How does that happen and not include you when Lifetime Achievement for the Recording Academy includes music that you recorded with them?
This is why I have stepped up, and this is why I'm speaking out, because we don't have to be together. We don't have to be together. We have made the decision mutually. They fired me, but it's cool. I'm good with that. Fire me, because I don't like being abused. But we don't have to be together. But we definitely should acknowledge the work that was put in.
I agree.
And that is on my back. The three of us did that. The three of us had that schedule. Nope, they keep bringing up 87 and what happened before me, before I got there. I can't tell you what happened before me. I don't know. The album that was done before me, and there was another album that I did come in on, but I was being groomed. But that third album has my DNA in it. That fourth album, that fifth album, and anything after that. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't mind doing it because I saw the bottom line, you know. But yeah, the consumer, you can't disguise a truth. You're gonna tell the people that I wasn't there when I was. This is why the viral attention is happening, because people's memories are being f***ed with.
Mm-hmm.
History is being written right now, and you're okay with rewriting it to satisfy whatever your ego tells you.
So I don't understand. What did she want? She want some of the money when they be doing some of this shit? Or she want to be there on stage with them?
She want to be
She don't
recognized.
want to be on stage with them. She do want the recognition, and she want they X'd her out of the shit that she was in on. She want that. She wanted.
So they basically all right, the first album, yeah, it was them two, but the album ain't really do all that great either. But until Spinnerella did come on, and platinum albums after platinum albums after platinum. You know, the first album, you know, that was just like a taste test.
Don't nobody even remember that shit.
Again, nobody don't remember that shit. I don't remember that damn first album. But as they kept chugging along, and she was there for the ride. But you know, they made it seem like that, you know, fuck her, you know.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna split this 3 ways, just us 2. But at the same time, Salt and Pepper had beef. Like I said, Salt and Pepper had beef themselves.
I just don't get the point of what's happening. Why you couldn't just give her a lump sum and just let that go? They don't give her nothing. That's what I mean about same thing with dude earlier, Zoe. It's like it's nothing though. It's like, come on, you can't do the nothing thing.
You can't do that. She was in all them albums too.
Like, come the fuck on, yeah.
You can't do that, man. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Y'all wrong as shit.
That's the only problem we getting when niggas be doing the nothing.
Everything, dog.
You can't do nothing like
But that's what it comes with money. Like she's like, you know, Jason Lee said they got an upcoming thing going on with the Grammys. And, you know, she not gonna be recognized with them. The people going, you know, they're gonna be on stage and it's gonna be weird as fuck. Like, who the fuck's Spinnerella at?
But nobody, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's hard. That's kind of tricky, yeah. Because in one hand, you can't really, in your mind, you thinking, I can't watch them without Spinnerella. Where's she at? You know what I'm saying? But on one hand, she don't have to be there. So it's just like it's hard to even put that. She don't really have to be there.
She don't have to be there.
So I don't know. That's tough.
It's kind of tough because you know you used to seeing them with 3s, not 2.
That's the only thing about it, yeah. But far as the what we hearing and the music that's about to be played, she don't need to be standing there.
That's like, let's say for instance, H-Town up to decide they want to tour, but Dino ain't around. He dead.
Well, they should have did what she should have did back then. Instead of being involved, she put a voice on that shit. Then it's hard for them to say, "Oh no, you ain't doing nothing with this." When she actually vocals on that motherfucker, her vocals are not on nothing.
Some of them it is, but for the most part, she's the rock. She make the,
stuff like that ain't gonna work.
Most of it, she
the chorus and all that shit, they ain't gonna work.
The hooks and all that.
Yeah,
but some of it, you know, the beats is. I guess she make beats or scratch records.
That's the problem. Don't nobody know what the fuck she do.
I don't know if she did that, but if she did, then yeah.
I thought she was a character. I thought she was playing a role of somebody who's being DJing. So she actually DJ for
She actually did. But the manager said she was a prop.
That's what I thought it was. It's just her playing.
But
she DJed. That's she playing.
Really DJing. But again, 34, 35, 36 years, you can't do that.
No.
You got no good luck behind it.
No.
35 years and then you just, the 35th
again,
yeah, you just decide to say, buy Spinnerella.
It just, I don't know, man.
It's just,
we're about to end it, call this podcast itself loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like, we started with Zoe and then these two, it's like, it's the same shit. These 3 right here is like, what are y'all doing? Why is this so where it got to be like this? It just don't make sense. You know? Why is Zoe running around on somebody 20 G's and don't pay him? Like, what are we doing? You know? Just because we friends?
Yeah.
Like, shit is dumb, yeah. It's like, this was a podcast about friendship loyalty, for real. Like, what is that now? And it's like, Spinnerella and them was together all this time, and they don't even want to bring her in on nothing, not even want to interview. Like, bitch, you're not spinning on records, you're not singing, you're not doing nothing. Fuck you. Nothing.
They could have said that when she spent some shit that they sung.
Yeah, bring her in some interviews with us or something. Documentary together or something. Like, bitch, she don't exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, what fuck planet is that?
That's what they making it seem to be that she don't exist.
Yeah, we can't find no pictures without her in it with y'all ass though. You know what I'm saying? Everyone, she in it. But y'all act like she don't exist. Get the fuck out of here.
It's fucked up, man.
Hey, I fuck with Spinnerella. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was my girl, but I don't know what she do. You know what I'm saying? So
Salt Pepper is here and we're in effect.
yeah, Salt was the shit back then. Cause she was red. But I used to like Spinnerella.
Yeah, Spinnerella was like that.
Yeah, but I don't know what she was doing. Other than that smile, I used to like her smiles. You know? That's about it. Hey, appreciate everybody tuning in tonight, man. It's the 54th episode of the Third Perspective Podcast, you know? You can catch it on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you can get that your podcast is at. You know, you catch us Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on. Now, I've been saying Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but that's not all on YouTube. So Fridays be on Twitch and Twitter. So that's different. So Monday, Wednesdays, you catch us here on YouTube. In the pit for sure. You know what I'm saying, Doc? I got something to say before we get out of this piece.
Have a good day.
You know? I don't know. Yeah, this whole thing just had like,
I know.
yeah, a friend
Loyalty.
thing going through it.
How my man Kendrick Lamar said, loyalty, loyalty, loyalty.
I don't know. Me and my man Corey, we from the streets, so we see things different. Give me my money, nigga. You gonna call a white man right here? This lawyer coming in this ragged ass suit. I don't want to see him. You know what I'm saying? Doc? Jay, you got something to say before we get up out of this piece?
Yeah. Before we go, I got a Black History fact we want to give y'all real quick before we go.
Yeah.
Dr. Meg Carl Jimson. Jimson is an American physician and a NASA astronaut. She became the first African American woman to travel in space when she went to orbit aboard the space shuttle Endeavour on September 12, 1992. Jimson served in the Peace Corps from 1985 to 87, when she was selected by NASA to join the astronaut corps. She resigned from NASA in 1993 to form a company researching the application of technology to daily life. She holds 9 honorary doctorates in science, engineering, letters, and humanities. Learn your Black history, folks.
You know? Black and I'm proud. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
Black Facts by Jay.
Black and I'm proud. The Black News. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
The Black News.
Hey, I appreciate everybody on Twitter and Facebook, man. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. YouTube, we out. You know what I'm saying, Doc? We will catch y'all. What is the date? Friday, I guess. You know what I'm saying?